What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back live in the basement for the St. Louis Cardinals versus the New York Yankees. Again, the Yankees have been on a horrendous slide basically since July 1st right up until now. So they got to really pick the pace up here. We've lost 2 out of 3 to the Mariners, and we dropped game one versus the Cardinals yesterday, right after Nestor Cortez pitched an amazing game. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the bell notice. Hit the like button because this is Johnny Basement, and that's where we are, in the basement, where we are just a diehard fans speaking to fans. This chat room is for fans. That's what we all are. We're not we're not auditioning for anything. We ain't professionals. We are fans kicking it and talking it. And it's good to be in here. Good to be in here with you guys. So this game's about to kick off. We're about to get this started right now. Aaron Judge coming out. Got to have a big game out of the pitching staff. Montes is apparently not pitching tonight. He had a bereavement. I believe his mother-in-law had passed away, so he had a bereavement, and he should be with the team tomorrow. So apparently he's pitching tomorrow, unless something's changed since I saw that, and he actually is there today. But I think he just joined the team today. So we'll see what happens with that. But we do have a big game ahead of us. The Yankees got to start winning some of these games, man. This is really becoming a little it's becoming a little concerning. What's up, Fierce? Welcome to the room with the basement mentality. You're right, emerging from the depths. Everything we do starts in the basement. And what do? We emerge from the depths, and we use the basement mentality, a fighter's mentality. That's what we do to get out of it. On our way to 1,000 subs. What's up, Fierce? How you doing today? Getting ready for this game. Ready for this game. St. Louis is wearing their old gear out there today. I mean, the teams that have met 5 times in the World Series in their history. So, St. Louis has a huge history too. So we gotta get out here and do something today, man. Our bullpen blew that game yesterday. Abreu came in after Cortez, pitched a masterpiece, man. Masterpiece. The bullpen comes in, gets knocked around. Clay Holmes comes in to apparently do a 6-out save, and the whole thing went to crap. Everything went to crap. Just not good. Just not good. Everything went to garbage yesterday. So, but yeah, we're going to bring the basement mentality in here today. That's what we're going to do. How's everybody's day going out there today? All right. We got the Yankees still, though. They gained a half-game lead on the Astros. We're still the #1 team in the American League, believe it or not. On this horrendous slide we've been on, 14 out of 15 games, we were 14 and 15, excuse me, in July. And now, like I said, we dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mariners. We even lost the last one to the Royals. So in the last few games, we've only won one. We've won one game since Sunday. Is that right? We lost yesterday. We were off Thursday. We lost to the Mariners twice. We beat them once and lost Sunday to the Royals. We've won one game this week. Last Saturday, we beat the Royals, and then we beat the Mariners once. So we've won one game this week. One. I mean, if you want to count last Saturday, then we could say 2. But I'm just saying, if you want to start the week at Sunday, we've won one game to this point. So here we go. LeMahieu. Is Rizzo not playing again today? Rizzo's not playing again. Is he hurt? Why is he not playing 2 games in a row? Hey, Mikhailov, good morning, man, to you. Good morning to you. I'm going to guess, Mikhailov. I'm going to guess. I'm going to get this right today. It's 8:45 for you in Australia. 8:45. I was so close yesterday. I'm going to go 8:45 today. Let's get it is right. Yeah, the Mets yesterday. I know. They got to keep control of what they've been doing. They've been holding off the Braves pretty well, but they got smacked around last night. I don't know what they did. This afternoon. Did they lose this afternoon? I honestly don't know. I've been doing a lot of other things today. I didn't really check their score today, so I don't know that one. But the Mets need to win Well, they got Scherzer, DeGrom, right? They got some things going on. You never have to worry about them with the team that they have, man. The team they have is incredible. So we got LeMahieu's up right now. Is Rizzo hurt? Why would he be out 2 games in a row? That can't be right. He can't. I was close. Mikhailov, yesterday I was 30, a little over 30 minutes off. And today I was only 2 minutes off. It only took like 9 to 10 attempts without looking up Australia's time difference. 9 to 10 attempts to finally get it right. Brother. So good morning to you, man. Good morning to you, brother. And as always, I appreciate you guys being in the room with me, man. This is awesome. 84 hours. Woo, I got it. Come on, DJ. Oh, all right. Lou apparently he actually is stopping through tonight. He texted me today that he really was going to be here, so that'd be awesome. Yeah. Well, you know what, Fierce? The Braves are a great team. They're gonna have a bad one here. You know what's funny is I have not this season seen Taijuan Walker get beaten up like that. I was watching the beginning of the Met game last night before the Yankees came on, because they started an hour beforehand. I couldn't believe it was 8-0 in the second inning. Like I have not seen Walker pitch that poorly at all this year. So that was a little shocking. But I guess, sooner or later it happens. It happens to everybody. Did the Mets win game 1 today, though? Did they win the first one? I still feel that Benintendi should be batting at least first or second, and have Judge batting third. That was to the warning track, but he's out. He's out. Let's go, Aaron. Easy MVP of the American League. This season they're showing it. He ranks first in home runs, first in runs, first in RBIs. He's on pace right now for 66 home runs this season. On pace. Think of the names that he's involved with. He is got the 4th most home runs through 107 games behind Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire. Aaron Judge is in that group. In that group of all time. Oh, good. Peterson's actually pretty decent pitcher. Good. So Scherzer's on the mound right now. Is he pitching this game? I have not looked. Like I said, I'm busy all day. I didn't even look at the game at all today. Normally I would have caught it. I just didn't. But the Mets are doing it. Mets are doing it for you. See, I don't think you have anything to worry about with them. They got the pitching staff, they got the manager, they got the players, and the pitching staff. I know the bullpen is shaky. The bullpen right now, you got the Diaz. That's who you need to get to. But overall, I really feel that you guys are the Mets are going to be fine. I don't even see them losing the division. I really don't. I just don't see them losing the division. It's got to think about it. DeGrom to Scherzer to Bassett to Walker to Carrasco. Carrasco's a solid 5th starter. I know Lou always gets on me about I talked trash about Carrasco once, and the guy he punished me every time about it. Man, I was like, what? I said I saw him pitch twice this year. Early in the season, he got bombed both times. There you go. All right, Aaron Judge got the single. We're going to lead this off. We're going to come back in. Lower back issues. Okay. Say you can't sit Rizzo, man. Rizzo is a humongous player for the Yankees. And as I've said before on here, I wanted Rizzo back. And even though we went for Freddie Freeman, yes, Freddie Freeman's average and things like that is better than Rizzo's. But not everybody can play in a pressure situation like coming to New York or Boston or Philly. We go over this stuff all the time, but it's true. When we've seen it with other players, it's true. These aren't easy cities to come into and be a great pitcher, come here, a great hitter. And the pressure is completely different, especially if you're coming from a small market city. It's just different. And some players can't live up to it. Other players can. Other players can. It's just a matter of what we're I guess it's a matter of your mentality. Can you handle that kind of pressure or can you not? Because the fans will get on you right away. The honeymoon, when you get a great player on one of these top teams, the honeymoon doesn't last very long. Stanton was already being booed. It was like his second week on the team. Second week on the team. I think he struck out like 5 out of his first 7 at bats. They were booing him in Yankee Stadium. He just got it. He hadn't even been on the team. He hadn't even been on the team a month yet, and they're already booing him. Absolutely crazy, but that's what we do here. That we expect. If you're a star, we expect star playing. That's it. Fair or unfair, that's what we expect. You know? So, Mikhail, you're off this whole weekend, right? Nobody works except retail. Yeah, I thought Scherzer was pitching. Then you got DeGrom tomorrow. These should be 2 lockdown games, Fierce. You guys should have no problems. This should be 2 lockdown games. Scherzer, then DeGrom. It's lights out, man. They're gonna extend their lead, and the Mets are gonna continue on because they got Buck Showalter. I wish the Yankees had Buck Showalter. The 2 most old school guys left, and Buck Showalter and Dusty Baker for the Astros. These are the most old school guys left, and I wish we had one of them on the Yankees, not Aaron Boone. So Donaldson batting third. Donaldson's hitting 223. Oh, Rick's not in the room yet. Rick, we like to trash Donaldson because every time we do, he gets big hits. Wow, really? 11-2? Wow, man. They're in the final now. They beat them 11-2 in hockey. That's like losing in football 53 to like 10. That's a destruction in hockey. Good for you, man. All right, man. What a way to spend the weekend. You're walking around the house, you have no work, and you're listening to you're in the basement with us. You're in the basement, Michaela. Always appreciate you, Fierce, and everybody else that comes in here. We have a blast in here. It's always fun. It's always fun. So we have a lot of I'll wait till all the trivia and everything we were doing last night. I'll wait till Michael and Rick and a few other people come in here. I guess there's a couple things that was discovered on some of our trivia yesterday, but like I said, when they boys come on, I'll let you guys know what we made. Well, I made some mistakes yesterday on one of my things, so it'll be kind of funny. Well, but I give Michael Jeremiah, who was in here with us yesterday, give him some credit because we left a couple people out on my 2,000-yard rusher when we were doing the trivia. I left a couple people out. I completely forgot about them. Completely. So Michael commented on the video today. It was funny. I was like, wow, I can't believe there was a couple more people in that, Michaela. A couple more people. I was so big on Chris Johnson not being remembered because he's the only name that wasn't amongst the greats that are in that. And I left out a couple people that it's pretty funny, man. It's pretty funny. But hey, it happens. You know what? That's what happens when you're in the basement. Mistakes happen. Fans talk. We do great things. Whatever. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That's what fans do. We talk it. We swing it. We do everything. But we call each other out when mistakes happen. Come on, Gleyber. Let's go. Got Judge on second. 1 out. Gleyber's got to get him home. We got to move. The Yankees have to start learning how to move runners besides depending on the home run. They got to learn how to move runners. That's one thing the Yankees are very poor at. They don't like to move runners. We get plenty of guys on base, and half the time we can't get them in. That's not cool. We got to get them home. So, and Jordan Montgomery is pitching, our ex-Yankee. Jordan Montgomery is pitching against us. We have to beat him. We got to beat him, man. Come on. I knew he was going to show up. Don't let a former pitcher that we just got rid of shut us down. We can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. We just got rid of him. Can you imagine that? Now you got to face all your former friends and all that stuff. And the Yankees have one of the best batting orders in the game. So let's see what Montgomery's made of. Now watch Montgomery show up and be this tremendous pitcher tonight. He better not be. Better not shut us down. Come on, Glaber. Don't swing at garbage. Let's go. He almost swung at that. It was way high. Way high. But it's good. Montgomery's already up to 21 pitches in the first inning, so this is good. This is good. We gotta win these freaking games, man. We gotta win these games. Got to get the guy home. Got to get Judge home from second. Donaldson's on first. I mean, if you want to hit a 3-run homer, that's fine. I'm just saying the guy at second, at very least, needs to get home. Thanks, Raleigh. Thanks. And if you're new in the room, brother, there you go. Come on, don't get the double play. Come on. This is the problem with this freaking team, man. This is the problem. They don't get people home. They rely too much on the home run. Anyway, Raleigh, thank you, brother. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep this thing going. Keep this chat rolling. We're just fans speaking to fans. Yeah, your Padres had a rough night yesterday. I still think the Padres batting order is going to be insane. The Padres having Soto, Tatis, I know he's about to come back, but Soto, Tatis, Machado, and Josh Bell. You guys got Josh Bell too. That's not a throw-in. He was hitting 3-0. I don't know what he did yesterday. I know they lost 8-1, so I assume he didn't do too much if he played. But I mean, he's hitting 301. That's a great. It's another great addition. You guys didn't give up much. Another great addition, you know. They're 13 and a half games out right now, so I guess you'd be focused more on the wild card. But if the Padres get in there, watch out, because getting that order going is exciting. That's it. Most of these baseball races are over. There's a few Mets, Braves, and Brewers, Cardinals. They're in a big one right now. But watching the Padres, just seeing how far they can go with this team now is going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one to watch. You're right, Mikhailov, man. It's like relying on the homer on Xbox playing the baseball game on that. You're absolutely right, man. Because that's what the Yankees do. They rely too much on the home run. And you can't keep doing it that way. You just can't. But this is why the Yankees haven't reached the World Series in the last few years, because when you get to the playoffs, if you can't play a little bit of small ball, you're going to get exposed in the playoffs. It's what happens. And that's why they're the only ones that haven't made the World Series, where the Rays, Red Sox, and Astros all have, regardless of cheating or whatever else. You guys know. Yeah, that was a tough one last night. But hey, listen, the Yankees haven't been doing much better, brother. We haven't been doing much better. We dropped 2 out of 3 to Seattle. We blew a game we should have won last night, and we lost to the Royals on Sunday. So I'm not one to really talk too much. At least, you lost to the Dodgers. The Yankees started this week off losing to the Royals on Sunday. So it definitely happens. Michael, what's up, brother? Welcome to the basement, Michael. Thank you, sir, and thank you for that. I commented back on your comment. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I was telling Mikhailov how there was a couple of corrections that I missed. So I'll get to that in a second. Fierce, I will tell you the pros and cons of the Yankees going to the playoffs. The pros are obviously a batting order. The Yankees batting order is ridiculous, and they save a lot of our pitching. They save a lot of the pitching. So going in there, we have the right mentality. We have plenty of guys that have been in the playoff atmosphere before. Picking up Benintendi, we know he's going to be okay. I still think he should be in the top of the order. I'm not worried about the batting order. What I'm worried about is our pitching staff. Our pitching staff is shaky at best. Cole needs to be big money. Cole, he needs to be our ace. He needs to find that. He needs to do whatever he needs to do to get back to being the ace. He has not pitched well lately. He's been bombed for us in the playoffs in the past. He needs to get back to that ace. Nestor Cortez, again, the guy pitched great last night, and we blew it for him. Our bullpen, we're going to see what Frankie Montas can do tomorrow. He was on a bereavement leave. His mother-in-law had passed away, so He just joined the team today, I believe. So he'll be pitching tomorrow. Hopefully he picks up the slack for Severino being out. Tyon is hit or miss, man. Tyon can pitch really well, and then another game he'll come out. But you know it right away when he gets bombed. You know it right away. Our bullpen, hopefully our new additions, Efros and Trevino, hopefully these guys can pick up the slack. Losing Chad Green and Michael King, it's a tall order. But hey, man, Efros looked good last night. It was a precious situation. He looked good against the Mariners. He came in with the team down a run when he was put on the mound in both games. There was runners on base, and he didn't let anybody score. So that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. So my biggest con is the pitching. I'm just not comfortable with the pitching right now, Fierce. Yeah, Michael, they leave way too many men in scoring position. They do. But yeah, no, Michael, seriously, man, I love that. I had a feeling I left somebody out. Peterson, I should be ashamed of myself. But Jamal Lewis, I totally forgot about him. But I love it, Michael. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. So this is the basement, and that's what we do here. We find stuff, man. And that's awesome, brother. You're a great subscriber, and I love that you guys are all in the room here. But that's the problem, Michael. You're right. They leave way too many people on base. We get them on there, and we can't move them. The whole thing with the shift, they're getting rid of the shift next year, and we've discussed this. This would never work in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even early 2000s. Guys don't know how to bunt anymore. Guys don't know how to move runners. That's why the shift works. No one's scared of someone taking the free base by dropping a bunt. Nobody. That's the problem with today's game. That's why it's easy to put the shift on, because no one's scared about someone dropping down a bunt. So that's the Yankees' problem this year, man. That is the Yankees' problem. And that's what scares me. That's also been a problem for the last few years. And that's why they haven't made the World Series, haven't even made it, because they can't move runners on the bases. They just can't. It's home run or nothing, and that's it. And you don't go to World Series just doing that. Get that, Judge? All right. The 80s Yankees were built on the home run or nothing, and their pitching staff wasn't that great. Now, granted, back then it was, if you ain't first, you're last, because there was no wild card. Either you won the pennant or you didn't. Mikhailov, the pennant is if you come in first place. So if you won the pennant, you were in. If you didn't, you didn't make the playoffs. That's just the way it was. So but the Yankees in the 80s were kind of built the same way this team is, man. It's big hitters and the pitching shaky. That's just a big reminder of that. You did know Henry. Yeah, you did. You did. Yep, you did know Henry, Michael. Definitely. You said it, and my whole brain was fixated on Chris Johnson because he's like such the odd man out. He had a short span of being really good that I was so fixated on if anybody could guess Chris Johnson that I wasn't thinking about anything else, man. Just wasn't. So hey, but that's why I said, man, it's the basement. It happens. I was so set on seeing anybody knew Chris Johnson that I was so proud to know that one, and I forgot the bigger names. It's an awesome thing about being fans, brother. Yep. Hey, but I named all of Ryan Fitzpatrick's teams, and 8 out of 12 of McCown's, man. That's pretty damn good. I still don't remember McCown playing for the 49ers ever, or the Panthers, or the Texans. Those were the 3 that I missed with McCown. I knew all the other teams, and I don't remember him playing for any one of those 3. So that's what makes it even worse. It's not like when you hear the answer, you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't even know those 3. But it's all good, man. That's what this is all about. Now, we should smack around Montgomery, should we not? How embarrassing would that be if Montgomery shuts the Yankees down? How embarrassing would that be? He pitched for us. It was an average pitcher at best. And then if he comes out today and knocks us around, look at that, Goldschmidt. No surprise there. Hit off Cmon. He's going for a double, and he got it. Come on. Come on, man. Cmon is like, he's got to be someone's getting sent down when Frankie Montas comes and pitches tomorrow and he's ready to go. Someone's getting sent down. I don't think it's going to be Cmon, though. I don't know who's going to get sent down. I don't know who it's going to be. But Montes has to come in and pitch lights out right off the bat. That's what we need. We need him to do that right off the bat. He's not on the A's anymore. So, but his ERA is good. His ERA was really good for pitching for a really bad team. 3.18 and 2.9 since May. So forget his record of 4-8. It's something like that. It's something like that. Just forget that record because you play for the A's. What do you expect? So they got a double right off the bat. I mean, with 2 outs, so we just got to get Arenado out. Goldschmidt to Arenado is a pretty nasty back-to-back. Pretty nasty back-to-back hitters. Arenado coming from the Rockies. A lot of people didn't even know who he was, man. He's an outstanding third baseman. He did. Okay, Clark Schmidt. Hey, Goodini, what's up, brother? Goodini, I didn't see you slip in here, man. What's going on, brother? All right, we got to beat Monty. Mikhailov right now. Justin Verlander has a 1.73 ERA. He's 38 years old. He's 15-3. 15-3. He's got a 1.73 ERA, and he's got 126, something like that, strikeouts. That's the pitcher with the best ERA in the game that I know of, but I'm pretty sure he's got the best in the game. Right when you said it, Gardini, I was saying it. Good job, brother. Good job. Yo, Gardini, you're right, man. You cannot let Montgomery beat us today, man. You just can't. We just traded him to St. Louis. Can you imagine he comes out and shuts us down? Come on. The Yankees have been playing very poorly this week. Very poorly. Starting with the loss on Sunday to the Royals. That kicked the whole week off. Dropped 2 out of 3 to Seattle. Blew Nesta's great start yesterday. The bullpen blew that. So we can't keep this going like this. We got to win this game, man. Cannot lose to Montgomery. That's true, Gardini. He is. He is. It's just that Verlander is just pitching lights out, man. It's just for his age, it's absolutely incredible to see what he's doing. To see what he's doing is amazing at his age. 15-3 with a 1.7 ERA and 128 strikeouts, roughly, give or take a couple. But yeah. Yep. But Sandy's got the better WAR, definitely. It's just pretty cool to see guys at these ages still playing at the top of their game. It's still really into it. That's awesome to see. Oh, Lockport, that's awesome. You were at the Bills practice last night. That must have been great, man. That must have been awesome. What's his name? Who's in here? Daniel, Bills King Mafia. You guys know him. He's in here a lot. He was there yesterday too. He was there last night too, apparently. You guys must live right near each other, maybe. I don't know. Then again, you guys are in the same stadium, you know. That's cool, though. I think he was there yesterday. No. Yeah, he was there yesterday. That's what he said. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Sandy Alcantara is. You got to give I'll agree with you on that. You got to give a shout out to Paul Goldschmidt. That guy's killing it, man. He's got a 330 batting average. He's 4th in the league in home runs as of the start of this game, and he's like 2nd in the National League in RBIs. Paul Goldschmidt is killing it right now too. So there's a lot of really great individual baseball going on. A lot of great individual baseball going on. It's all right, Lockport, man. You were at a practice. You were at a Buffalo Bills live practice, man. That's way, that's what's up. That's where you got to be. And guys, I will not be here tomorrow, by the way. I will not be here tomorrow. I'll be back Monday, but I will not be here for the game tomorrow. I'll miss you. I'll miss doing this with you guys tomorrow, but I won't be here on Sunday. But I'll be here the rest of the week, so it's all good. Oh, that they were still signing for all 36. Lockport, who'd you get? Did you get pictures with any Bills players or autographs? Who'd you get? Were you able to do that, man? That's awesome. They stuck around for that long. Come on, they're hitting Herman all over. Come on. Who is that? Aaron Hicks out? Come on. Herman getting knocked around. Who's surprised by this, man? First inning, he's getting knocked around, man. This is New York Yankees. This is the freaking Yankees, man. We're getting knocked. We don't have pitching. So there's your con right there, Fierce. You ask what the cons are? There you go. One of them's on the mound right now. First inning is all. Look at that. You can't even feel the damn ball out there. They're talking about Aaron Hicks has a pretty good arm. How about getting the glove on the ball if you can't throw it if you don't have the ball? If you don't have the ball, how are you going to throw it? You're talking about his arm? Come on. The announcers are talking, Smoltz is talking about Hicks's arm. Meanwhile, he's out there bobbling the ball around, man. Throw it. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Can you imagine Montgomery versus freaking Herman? What a pitching duel, man. And we're the ones getting knocked around already. This all happened with 2 outs. What a joke. Henry, what's up, man? Welcome back, brother. Anybody new in the room here, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Trying to work our way to 1,000 subs using basement mentality, emerging from the depths. We are almost to 1,000 subs. And the chat in here is great. Plenty of knowledgeable people in the chat. We're all diehard fans in here. We talk about everything from the game that's going on, which is the Yankees Cardinals, to football, to people going to Buffalo Bills practices, to wrestling, to everything. This chat is filled with knowledgeable people. So if you're new here, stick around and subscribe to the channel, please. And I'm Johnny Basement, diehard fan like you guys are, diehard fans. And right now with diehard, you get Herman off the mound. Look at another. Oh, come on. Now let's go. I thought that was going down the third base line. Okay, we're good. Friggin' Herman, man. I hate when he comes out there. Let's go. Let's go. What a joke. Can Herman ever get a 3-up, 3-down inning? Is that ever going to happen? Is that ever going to happen? Raleigh, you got 1 ticket. It was $4.50 for the section. We are sitting, and gotta love Cali. $4.50. Wow, man. Yeah, California, man, is like, they make New York look cheap. They make New York look cheap. Gas prices, everything. I used to drive big rigs out there, man, in LA and Oakland, man. The freaking prices out there are out of this world. I thought New York was bad, not till I got out there, man. That's crazy. Yeah, Henry, of course it is, man. The order's it's crazy. How is Benintendi not batting at the top of the order? We've been harping on this for a couple days now, man. First or second, LeMahieu, Benintendi, LeMahieu. However you want to put those two, that's the first 2 that should be batting. But now, whatever order is fine. Then Judge. Then take it from there. You want Rizzo batting cleanup, or you want whatever. Rizzo should always be coming in behind Judge. When Stanton comes back, Judge, Stanton, Rizzo, however you want to do that. But Benintendi and DJ should be A or B, however you want to do it, 1 or 2, however you want to. That's the way it should be starting. It's insane. This is what, and the other con, Fierce, go back to your question. The other con going into the playoffs is Aaron Boone is our manager. That's the other con. Got to get a lot of pros, but that's another con. Aaron Boone doesn't know how to manage in the playoffs. Nice, Gardini. Yeah, attaboy. That's right. 1 run. Yep, I love it, brother. I love it. I know. We're with you, man. Raleigh, isn't that funny? You actually missed New York prices. So you're down south in San Diego. You got like the greatest weather. But yeah, you actually missed New York prices. Isn't that funny? That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious, man. We're like, who the hell would ever say that? Crazy. Look at Matt Carpenter getting a standing ovation. Is that respect or what, man? This guy, he was crying, about missing playing there for 10 years, man. It's got to hurt going back to St. Louis, man. You got to have a lot of nostalgia, man. That's a lot of respect right there. He gets a standing ovation every time he comes up. I love it. Now, we would love it if he hits one out of the park. I'm not even going to rip on Matt Carpenter. The guy's been incredible for us. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, Hicks is a train wreck, man. Hicks is train wreck. Donaldson should definitely be batting a little bit lower as well. I agree with that. I think they're sticking him up there because Rizzo and Stanton are out, so they're hoping for that 26 home runs that he had last year to magically reappear. I think that's why they're batting him higher in the order right now. But even so, he's been batting generally on 5th or 6th in the order anyway. Yeah, Judge looks definitely comfortable, bro. Yeah. You know, baseball, for a lot of people that say, oh, it takes so long for something to happen, the whole game is the pitcher, the catcher, and the batter. The whole game is right there. The whole strategy is right there. So when the average fan watches and say it's boring because nothing ever happens, the pitcher, catcher, and batter are the entire strategy. The game is happening right in front of you. People think they got to wait for a hit for something to happen or a home run. The whole strategy is there. The mind games between pitcher, catcher, and batter is the entire game. It's right there. It's right there. So, yeah, it is 90% pitching. The other half is defense, right? It's insane. But it's true. Come on, Matt. That's a fly out. We just can't make Montgomery look great today. We just can't. When he pitched for us, I was nervous a lot. You just can't, man. Yankees got to step it up, and they're lucky they have the lead they do. Somehow, we still have a half a game lead over the Astros for the best league in the American, best record in the American League. Somehow, we still have a better record because we have not been playing well. 14 and 15 in July, and then starting the way we have. We've only won one. I mean, if you want to count last Saturday beating the Royals, fine. But since Sunday, we have one freaking win. One. We lost to the Royals. We only beat the Mariners once, dropping 2 out of 3, and then we blew Nesta's game yesterday. So we have one win since Sunday. That's really bad. It's really bad. Oh, and here's Aaron Hicks. 0 for his last 29. He's 0 for 29. There's nobody else on the bench that might be able to come in and play. I mean, come on, man. 0 for 29. That's right, brother. That's right. Give some love to the basement. That's right, Lockport. Give the love, man. The basement is for all of us, man. It's for all the fans. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And you guys know people, get them to come on in the chats, man. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. You guys know the routine. Look at Hicks, 0 for 30. He'll be 0 for 30 now. What a disgrace. How shameful, man. Hicks 0 for 30. What? Why is he playing? Why is he playing is what's blowing my mind right now. Why is this dude even out there? Yeah, Hicks is definitely not it, Henry. That you were right. Hicks is definitely. There's nobody else they could put in there. The guys that hasn't got hit now 30 at bats. That's shameful. Thank you, Raleigh. Thank you, Raleigh. I appreciate it, man. That's right. Love for because the love is back to you guys. You guys make this room happen. It's not me. It's you guys. You guys give me your time to be in here for this chat, for this game, all the talks that we do. This is for you guys. The likes and love is all back at you guys, man, for real. You guys support this channel. I definitely support. You guys make me look forward. I look forward to coming on here and being with you guys. So the likes are for you too, man. This channel's for all of us. It's been absolute disgrace, man. This is look at Montgomery, man. Just come on. We just got up to bat. We just got up Too bad in this inning, there's already 2 outs and it's 0-2 on IKF. This half of the inning just started. It's almost over. Where was this from Montgomery when he was pitching for us? 3-3 with a 3.6 ERA. I mean, come on. Can you imagine that? 2 outs just like that. They're so flat right now, Henry. You're right. They are flat, completely flat. And they're playing that way too. Judge is the only one. I think Gardini said that. Judge is the only one that's looking comfortable and showing life. We need Stanton back. We need Rizzo back. Just nobody seems to have any life right now. And look at that. They're showing Aaron Boone. He's the first manager to win 100 games in each of his first 2 seasons. And what he do in the playoffs when it matters with the Yankees? Nothing. 0. That's not even impressive. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive, but it's not. You Yankee fans know what I'm talking about. It doesn't feel like a big accolade because we're not doing anything. Get to the playoffs. Where's all that then? Amen. Great point, Michael. Great point. Now that Gallo's gone, now that dude is gone, the next demon to be exercised is Hicks. That's right. Gallo's gone. Now the microscope is on Hicks. 100%, Michael. Great comment, man. Great comment. And he can't even feel the ball out there. And while he's bobbling that around, John Smoltz is talking about what a great arm Hicks has. It's like, dude, he hasn't even picked up the ball yet. So you couldn't even get it in his glove. Come on. It's absolutely insane. This is the New York Yankees. Herman's going to come out right now. I really hope I'm wrong. But is there anybody in this room that feels that there won't be a merry-go-round going on the bases? Every time Herman's on the mound, someone's on second, someone's on first. People are nervous. There's mound visits. Herman's looking around. It just doesn't make sense. And Montgomery just mowed us down again. I mean, we had 3 up, 3 down, just like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't like the way this is going. And you guys are all right. This team needs a spark. This team has been flat this entire week. This entire week they've been flat. Oh, Hicks is a disaster. How can you play a guy that's 0 for 30? He started the game 0 for 29. So how do you put a guy in the lineup that's 0 for 29? Now he's 0 for 30, but I'm just saying at the start of the game. How do you put him in the lineup? And Benintendi, unless I missed him, Benintendi, he has a night off. That guy should be in. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand how Hicks is playing. I can't wait for this new guy, Harrison Bader, that we got. Gold Glove outfielder. I mean, put him on the roster. I mean, I know he's hurt. It's funny. He's on the 10-day IL since June 27th. You do the math. 10-day IL since June 27th. And he'll be back in September. Do the math. It's not good, Henry. It's not good. We're all feeling it, bro. We are all feeling it. And like we said, 14 and 15 in the month of July. And the Astros were I'm within a game or two, but I think they were like 20 and 14 in July. And we're still somehow ahead of them. We blew a lead against the Royals on Sunday. Like the Royals, that series, even though we won 3 out of 4, 3 of them were really bad, actually. The only the one we won 8-2 was the best game we had. The other game where we scored 8 runs in the 8th inning, 6 of them were unearned because the Royals can't field ground balls and throw it to a base in the same motion. 6 unearned. They were walking in runners. Guys were bobbling balls all in the infield. But we got a gift on that one. But that was a very telling series when you're playing against a team that only has 40 wins. That's a very telling series where the Yankees were at with their pitching, with their bullpen. Cashman addressed some of it by getting Montes, Trevino, and Efros. And I got to say, they look good so far. I mean, Montes will find out tomorrow. Can Hicks catch this? Oh, thank goodness, man. At least he can catch a fly ball. You can't field him on the ground. At least he can catch a fly. But that series, when you're playing a dumpster fire cellar dweller of a team, and you have to struggle and come back again in 2 of those games, it's very telling where we stood. So, and it's just been a very rough time. Very rough time. Yep. And O'Hara Flores. I mean, why not give him a shot? How much worse? It's a good point, Henry. Great point. How much worse could it be? Really, honestly, if you bring them up to try them, how much worse could it be? Guy's freaking 0 for 30, and he's in the batting order tonight. 0 for 30. Where is the mindset? What is it going to get hot out of nowhere? Come on. Oh my gosh, we got 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. All right, let's not jinx it. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Yadier Molina. This is his last year, right? Am I correct on that? He's retiring this year. This is Yadier Molina's last year, as far as I understand it is. This guy is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and there's no even question about that. This guy has been an amazing catcher. That's a spark right there. Yadier Molina is a spark. That guy has been the spark for the Cardinals for a very long time. He's one of the greatest catchers of all time. That guy is money. Man. Guy's money. No doubt about it. I'm pretty sure it's his last year. 3 outs. 3 outs. See? When I rip on Donaldson, he gets big hits and drives runs in. I just said, Herman, when is he ever going to get a 3 up, 3 down inning? And he just got it. I'm going to keep the negative sarcasm going because apparently it's having a reverse response. So this is great. It's like reverse psychology. It's working. It's working. It's working. Right? Come on. Anybody new in the room here, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. I'm Johnny Basement, diehard fan, speaking to all these great fans in the chat. They're regulars here every day, and these guys know their stuff. They know their stuff. This is the best chat going. I'm telling you, I promise you. We're all hanging out in the basement here. We're having a great time. Just a bunch of fans kicking it about every sport we can kick it about, man. That's what it's all about. And we're all in agreement on trash and Aaron Hicks and Herman. But we give Herman credit because he just got 3 up, 3 down. So with you guys in here right now with oh wait, hold on. I know I'm bad. I've been missing some things in here. Let me check it out. Gallo is gone, Matt. Okay, I did read a lot of these. Okay. Yeah, we are a 500 ball club, Henry. There's no doubt about it, man. We're looking like it. We're looking like we have the attitude of a team that's less than 500. So yeah, we're all good here. Yep, we're good. What do you guys just looking forward to Montes to start tomorrow. I just want to feel positive about something. I do feel positive with our bullpen. I want to feel positive about the freaking Jets coming up. That's another one I want to feel positive about. I haven't talked much about the Jets lately, but we're going to be getting into that too. We're going to be getting into that. We're going to have some serious talks on the Jets in the upcoming season, and can the Jets and the Giants stop being the 2 worst teams in the NFL for the past 5 years minimum? I believe since 2017 they've been the 2 worst teams in the NFL, and they have the same amount of wins. How pathetic is that? The Jets, that's like par for the course for them, but for the Giants, it's really bad because Giants are supposed to be the team, not the Jets. It's kind of like the Yankees right now. We need to win the World Series, where no matter how far the Mets go in the playoffs, if they don't even make the World Series, it's a success. It's just the older brother, younger brother mentality. The younger brother always gets the pass. The older brother is expected to do all the work and get all the accolades and set the tone. And that's not what's been going on lately. Yeah. Torres, I think they tried to move Torres a few times, man, and he's been playing better since he's been back at second base. It just seems more comfortable at the plate. His whole game has seemed a lot more comfortable because that train wreck of a project when you had him at shortstop, it was awful. And I think it just ruined him mentally, even at the plate, because his shortstop play was horrendous. It's like Well, it's like Stanton. When he said that, he wasn't as focused just playing DH. You put him in the outfield, he made the All-Star game. He's played better since he's been playing the whole game, and that's what he was making complaints about. So now he plays the whole game. So we just had a quick out already. I mean, come on, man. Is Montgomery really going to mow us down? We're in the top of the third inning already. The other thing with the Yankees, nobody works a pitch count. Outside of DJ, nobody works a pitch count on this team. We leave runners on base. We can't move them around, and nobody works a pitch count. Nobody. It's really sickening. We have a lot of first, second pitch swinging on this team. Montgomery had 21 pitches in the first inning. He has thrown 16 pitches since and into the third. So he's already settled down. This is becoming a broken record. We're saying the same. I want to see the game where they come out and they're getting the runs in, hitting home runs, knocking guys around the bases. I want to see a well-balanced game. Great pitching, well-balanced game, getting runners in on singles, doubles, home runs. I want to see a balanced team, and we just don't have it right now. Oh, the Mets are up 1-0, Mikhailov. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah, I know. They got Scherzer out there, brother. And then they got DeGrom tomorrow. The Braves are in trouble. The Braves are in trouble in that one, man. They're going to keep falling back. Even though they kicked the crap out of them yesterday, that may be the only win they get. Yeah, Raleigh, the Jets will have a better season than the Giants. That much, I think that's a no-brainer. It all depends on Zach Wilson, bro. It really does. He's got the team around him. I've said this every day, and I'm really excited about the season coming up. Jury's still out on Zach. He's really the one that has to make this work now. There's no excuses. No excuses. I'm predicting 7 to 9 wins, and they're going to finish ahead of the Patriots in third place. That's my prediction. They want to do better than that? Great. That's my lot better competitive team this year. So we'll see. Yeah, our offense, Henry, making great points, man. We're making Montgomery look like the St. Louis fans that are in the stands right now are probably like, how could the Yankees trade away this guy? Look at this guy. He's facing this incredible batting order, and no one can get a hit off him. Can you imagine being a Cardinals fan right now if you don't really pay attention to who you got with Montgomery, or maybe you did, and they're probably like, this guy's like lights out right now. Come on, Higgy, don't swing at that. All right, it's 2-2. Yep, all home runs are nothing, Henry. That's the song. That's the song of the basement. All home runs are nothing. That is the theme song for this Yankee team in the basement here. All home runs are nothing. And isn't it funny, guys? Isn't it funny how when you have a lineup like that where it's all home run or nothing, either they're all on or they're all off. Like, how come there's never any in between? Like, when they're all hitting home runs, it's incredible. But then when one's off, they're all off. I always found that very strange. Like, how is that possible that they all can be off at the same time? Yeah. I think Zach has a lot more. I'm not being biased because I don't even dislike the Giants. I like the Giants. I have nothing against them. Daniel Jones, one thing I'll say about the new regime there, Brian Dable, coming over from the Buffalo Bills, they didn't give him an extension. It's a prove-it year. You guys want to be the quarterback here, you got to prove it. You got to prove it here. That's really what you got to do. And I like that they did it with him. Danny Dimes, he's Danny loose change. He's got to learn to hold on to the ball when he gets sacked. How many times can you fumble the ball away, man? I think he did. I think his percentage went up last year of doing better at that, but that's what they deemed that was not my term. I cannot take credit for that term, but I thought when I heard Danny Loose Change, that was one of the greatest nicknames I had ever heard. Not Danny Time, Danny Loose Change with those fumbles. I don't know who said it, but it wasn't for me. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, Henry, it's true, brother. We've been saying it, bro. We've been saying it. Of all the top AL teams, the Yankees are the only one that has not made the World Series because of the lineups and the pitching and things like that. You're 100% correct. That's been the theme in the room, brother. That's been the theme in the basement. That is what it's been. So Higgy Shioka has been working the count. See, it's 3-2. He's fouling off a few, and he got a hit. Got a hit. Come on now. If that doesn't spark a fire, that Higgy got a hit. Higgy gets a hit, that's got to spark a fire in the team when Higgy gets a hit. Come on. He's the only one I really give a pass for with his batting average because he's a great defensive catcher. And he's the reason that Gary Sanchez is gone because, we've spoken about this. I don't look at him like I do with Joey Gallo and Aaron Hicks, and I expect those guys to hit. Higgy gets a little bit of a pass, man. He's never been a solid hitter. He's here for his defense, and we know that. We know that. But that's got to set this team off. Let's go. Now we need some hits. Let's go, DJ. Let's get this guy home. We got one out. Come on. Then you got Judge. Now we got to get these runs. That's always the question of the day, Raleigh. And I'll tell you, when I was driving trucks through California and have a Jet jersey on, even better, I bought a New York Jets hat at a Citgo in Northern California, like up around Sacramento, Oakland area, around there. And they had one. They had all Raiders. They had, at the time, the Raiders were still up there. They had the 49ers. They had all the teams, Dodger hats, things like that, and Sacramento Kings. And there's a Jets hat. There's a Jets hat sitting by itself on the wall. I went over there when I brought it up to the counter. The guy was like, you know how long that hat has been sitting there? I said, I don't. He's like, you're a Jets. I said, I'm a Jets fan from New York. They're like no one ever heard of a Jets fan. But yeah, I grew up loving the Jets. And I came from a New York Giants household. Myself and two of my cousins are the only Jet fans in the family. Everybody else is Giant fans. It's just that was like my one little rebellion growing up, and I've been punished for it ever since. That was like my rebellion. I'm going to be a Jet fan. But the Jets had a great team then, though. They had Mark Gastineau, Joe Klecko, Marty Lyons, Abdul Salam, the sack exchange. The year before, if you didn't know, the year before they started recording sacks, as a stat, that front four had 66.5 sacks. Just those four guys. 66.5 sacks. Look it up. That's true. Sacks became a stat the next year, but those front four alone had 66.5. And the Jets still found a way not to even make the Super Bowl with a defensive front like that. Take flight. Right. Lockport, man. Why not try him out? Seriously, why not try him out? Like Henry was saying earlier, you try out Flores or Andahar if Hicks is going to be 0 for 30. And Herman has been horrendous since I think this is his fourth start since he's been back. And they've all been terrible. The one he did against was halfway decent, but he's been terrible overall. Let's face it. Why not try out Schmidt? What do you got to lose? Boone doesn't, it just doesn't register. Now let's go, Judge. Can he hit a 2-run home run? Can he please? They've been talking to Adam Wainwright the entire time here. And Montgomery is just, come on, man. Judge, let's go. Hit a home run off this dude. And let's end this charade. Oh. That was right there. That was right there. That ball dropped in. I thought he was going to swing at that one. Man. Yeah, Lockport, dude. This is the New York Yankees, man. And this is our pitching. Come on. Judge is out. This is crazy. Montgomery is just mowing us down like this, man. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Come on. Montgomery, the last 2 times he pitched against the Mets, he gave up 4 extra base hits in the first inning, gave up 4 runs in the first inning. And then he goes out again and can't even beat the Royals in his very next start after that. We get rid of him, and he looks like a superstar today. He looks like a superstar out there today, but those are the last 2 starts he gave us. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Absolutely crazy. Anybody new in the room here, subscribe, bell notice, and like button. We're trying to get this room to 1,000 subs. We're more than halfway there. More than halfway there using the basement mentality, which is what these guys got to do. Use some basement mentality. You need some fighting. You need to fight out from the depths of this freaking losing streak that we've been on and playing sub 500 ball. I think it is at 500, like Henry said, but it sure feels like sub 500, to be honest with you. It sure does. This has been absolutely nuts. Maybe it's me. Maybe when I'm not here with you guys tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to see the game tomorrow. I've got a lot of things going on Sunday. Maybe they'll win when I'm not here. Maybe it's me this week. Maybe it's me. I don't know. We got to find something. Maybe we got to find something. Yeah. Freaking Montgomery's been Henry, that's true. He's been a train wreck for us. Today's lights out. Lights out. These Cardinal fans have to be honestly sitting there being like, wow, how could they let this guy go? How could they let him go? I know, Lockport. Bro, I know, man. Please. These guys are looking on fire, man. I know. Trust me. I have been a Jets fan since way back, since late 70s, bro. I know. This is one of the few times I actually really pumped up about this. Wilson and Conklin are looking amazing. Breece Hall is going to be that bull back that we need. Michael Carter is a versatile back that they had last year. The guy can catch out of the backfield. He runs the ball really well. I'm telling you, man, and the defense is already there. If you guys didn't know, we got Jordan Whitehead from the Buccaneers, man. He is a thumper. He is a hard hitter out of that secondary, man, safety position. And you got Sauce Gardner, who hopefully is just as shut down here as he was in college. And DJ Reed from the Seahawks is at the other corner. So for once, maybe in a few years, we can actually move the safeties up. We could play around with some different blitz packages and things like that. If we can get shut down man coverage back to the Revis and Cromartie days where it was man coverage all the time, shut down corners, that would be absolutely incredible, man. I am so cautiously optimistic going into this Jet season, but I'm way more optimistic than I've been the last handful of years. So, yes, Lockport, brother, I'm with you on that, man. Hey, Frank. Frank's in the room. Welcome in, Frank. You're still sitting there at work, huh? You guys all know Frank by now, all my regular people. All the memorabilia, Frank, you can call Frank right there at the Sports Cave, Deptford, New Jersey Mall. Sports Cave. He's got all the memorabilia. You can see him at the sportscave.net. Sportscave.net. Deptford Mall, New Jersey. He's a great guy. Tell him Johnny Basement sent you down. That's the dude to see. Sportscave.net. Conklin and fantasy could be yeah. I hope the Yankees prevail, Frank. They've been absolutely awful. That's what everybody in here is talking about, man. This whole team has been, and now we got Herman out here. Our former pitcher Montgomery. I know you just came in the room. Our former pitcher Montgomery is shutting us down, even though he's trash for us his last couple of starts before we traded him. So this is where we're at, man. This is where we're at right now. I know. Yeah, we got the Bengals tight end, Raleigh. That's 100% correct. And we got remember Carl Lawson? I mean, he's been on the team over a couple of years now. He blew his Achilles out last year. But we got a great pass rusher in Carl Lawson, another one in Jermaine Johnson that we drafted, Sauce Gardner, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson. We did have a great draft, man. There's no reason. The Jets, they should finish ahead of the Patriots. They should really be competitive this year in a lot of games. They really should be. I'm very excited. I am very, very excited about that. Very excited. Yeah, Conklin in fantasy, man. I'm telling you, if Zach steps up, the Jets could be a fantasy football haven for people. I'm serious. Be fantasy football haven. And watch out for Breece Hall. Watch out. That's a steal. They got him out of Iowa State. That is a steal. He looks like he's going to be phenomenal back there, man. And again, they have Michael Carter. They're probably going to bring him in just to switch up the style of running backs. And in passing situations, because Michael Carter can catch. He was a 4th-round pick the year before, but that dude can catch, and he's versatile running the ball. So it's going to be a real interesting year this year. Real interesting in seeing how they run the packages with the Jets on defense and offense. Of course, Frank, every time. Thank you, man. You always take care of me. I thank you as well, sir. Thank you very much. And I appreciate your support of the channel. It's been awesome, man. Awesome to see you in here every time. Oh, Henry, you love the Knicks too? Yep. I will be doing Knicks game live too. I'm going to eventually I'll be doing Knicks, New York Rangers. We're going to be doing a lot of things, man. I'm actually we're going to be with Lou too. We're going to break the channel up a little bit and enter another channel because we're going to have so much going on this year. There's going to be so much going on. Knicks, Rangers. The Knicks are on the way up too, man. The Knicks are on the way up, and I'm glad they're not trading the house for Donovan Mitchell. How stupid would that be to give up R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, or quickly they will take one or the other and draft picks too? No way. No way. I'm not doing it. I'm glad for once the Knicks didn't jump on that for one star player and you're giving up the whole house for them. Come on. That's ridiculous. Raleigh, you know it. There you go. You know it, brother. Breece Hall is going to be a monster for the Jets. He's going to be a monster, man. He is. The Jets are going to have a great backfield. It's like, again, all of this rests on Wilson. I say it all the way. And I think he's going to be a lot better this year. I think he's calmed down a lot. You know, he has to, man. He has to. Because I'm telling you, he'll have an incredible short leash. If he plays anything like he did last year, which wasn't all his fault, but he did make some questionable throws. And he tried to do some, Brett Favre stuff, gunslinging in between like triple coverage and double coverages, man. Like, what are you doing, dude? And it didn't resonate, but he did show flashes of what he can do when he's running out of the pocket and throwing 50-yard bombs, down to like Corey Davis in the end zone. That was one of his greatest passes last year when he did that. So he can do more of that this year. And he has an offensive line. Getting Laken Tomlinson from the Kansas City Chiefs is a humongous pickup on the line. Becton's back. George Fant has been solid. Everybody laughed when Joe Douglas took Fant from the Seahawks. They just didn't think he was that good of a lineman. He's been solid for us. So I think we got something going on here. I think we finally got something going on. It's going to be incredible. And they have a lot of bets on them, too, in Vegas. The Jets have a lot of bets on them. Can you imagine that? Bets to win the Super Bowl. Zach has more bets on him to do better than, I'm not kidding you, it was on ESPN the other day. Brady, Rodgers, and Mahomes, people are betting on Zach to have a better season. Can you imagine that? I love it, and it scares me at the same time. It really does. Oh, dude, Raleigh, if they did that Mitchell deal, I agree. You just heard me go on about that, man. That would have been an absolute disaster, man. Really, really, man. Come on. I want to get back to when the Knicks were the Bruisers, man. Right here with my man Charles Oakley, right there. I mean, the Knicks here, that 90s Knicks team, man. Since then, we have been. Do you want to know something about it? Here's a little quick thing about the Knicks. Since Jeff Van Gundy stepped down in December of 2001, since he stepped down then, the Knicks, more than any other NBA team, has had more coaches, lost more games, have not been in as many playoff series than any other team. All of those. All of those. Since 2001, since Van Gundy left in December of 2001, the Knicks have done all of that. They've done nothing. So finally, we may be sticking with our youth for once instead of trading the house away for all these players. Let's just see what happens. But, I'm excited about them coming. It's hard being a Knicks and a Jets fan in the same season at the same time of year. When the Jets season ends, you continue with the Knicks. And the Rangers the past few years, we're rebuilding. And thank goodness, man, that's another team that has a lot of youth. So, but Knicks and Jets have been crushing my soul for a long time, consistently. Henry, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. one day there will be, but you know what? Even when that day comes, when there's a bunch of people in the chat, it's because of you guys too. You guys make this chat also. You guys are here on your time to spend with me here, man. And I thank you guys. I'll never forget, even if it got like that, I'm sticking to the people that have been with me from day one when we had 7 to 8 to 10 people in here. You guys are the ones that make this channel happen. You guys make the channel. I promise you. And I thank you for taking your time out of your days and nights to be here, because it's a lot of fun. So you guys are the ones I will always look to, no matter what this chat goes to one day. You guys are the ones that I'm looking to, because you guys are here from day one. And I freaking appreciate it. Yeah, that's interesting, Henry. I think that was brought up the other day by somebody, that Fitzpatrick had beaten Brady 3 times on 3 different teams. That was brought up in here. I don't know if it was from you or somebody else, but I think I heard that the past few days. Either way, I didn't know that anyway. I had no idea on that. Whoo, Frank, Jets versus Eagles Super Bowl. My thoughts. First off, I would be in heaven. It'd be amazing to see that. Oh, come on, come on, come on, man. Come on. Oh, he's out. You got him. You got him. Good relay. Good relay. Good relay. That's how you do it. That's how you get it done right there. Good relay. Challenge. He was out. He was out. What a great relay. And he broke on the crack of the bat first. That was a great relay. He was down at the plate and out. Oh, he's out. Wait, hold on. I think you can't tell. I love when they show you an angle. You can't even see the ball. LeCastro, big ups to that. Great throw to the relay to home. That was perfect. And you didn't even have an inch to play with. Great play, because Herman is getting smacked. But the great play by, can we score some runs now, Montgomery, please? Please. Wow. Frank, Jets Eagles Super Bowl. That would be incredible. You think the Eagles are going to go that far? I mean, everybody's just like the Jets. The Eagles are betting the house on Jalen Hurts to really step up this season and be, finally break out and be that quarterback that the Eagles really need. They got the receivers. I mean, you got the team. You definitely got the team. It's funny to me how the Cowboys are still the big topic of conversation every year. What are they going to do this year? I don't see why the Cowboys dominate the conversation year. And I understand why they do, but it's just, I mean, give me a break. They haven't been to a championship game since Troy Aikman was the quarterback. That is a seriously long time ago. Wow. Oh, man. Raleigh, man, that's a great point. Boy, Raleigh, there's a lot of Bills Mafia in this room, by the way. A lot of my subscribers are Bills Mafia. I mean, Jets fan. They know I'm a diehard Jets fan, but I feel for the Bills fan, just so you know, they've heard this from me before, because the Jets and the Bills have been a punching bag for the Patriots for a very long time. I don't like the Dolphins, but the Bills, the Bills fans I have a connection with as a Jet fan, because we know what it's like to be forever in the basement, be forever kicked around by most of the league, especially in our own division. So we've been through holy hell and back. So if you're 22, you have been through this, man. Your whole life you've seen the Bills were bad. All right, so I get it. And Bills fans, it's like Jet fans, we've been through it. You're a Bills and a Jets fan, you are diehard all the way, because not many teams. When I've met people say, "Oh, you're a Yankee fan. What are you, bandwagoner?" Bandwagoner. If I was a bandwagoner, my other teams wouldn't be the Jets and the Knicks. And you can throw the Rangers in there too. They haven't won since '94. But I mean, these aren't bandwagon style teams by anybody. So that's a tall order. Jets and Knicks is bad enough, but the Bills have actually been worse than the Jets in the past 20-something years. So that's really hard to do. So I get it as a fan, brother. I do. And now the Bills are on top. And I hope the Jets follow suit so the Jets and Bills could be battling for first place and let the Dolphins and the Patriots battle for the basement for once, because our teams have done that forever. Yeah, it does, Frank. I mean, Frank, it sounds funny, but it's not far-fetched. It's not like 2 years ago where that would be so laughable, a Jet Eagles Super Bowl. The thought of it would be laughable. But so would the Bengals making this Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Remember that? Who would have thought, just 2-3 years ago, who would have thought that the Bengals would have been in the Super Bowl? That would have been just as laughable. Like, no. And they have a horrible line. The Cincinnati Bengals have a horrendous line, and they still made the Super Bowl, man. So anything can happen. It's funny, but it's not that funny. It could be a reality, but a lot depends on both of our team's quarterbacks. A lot depends on Hurts and Zach. Let's see, because the rest of the team is there. The Eagles and the Jets, these teams are stacked. It just comes down to our quarterbacks to make this all happen, to put it all together. Got to keep it real, Henry. Henry, you got to keep it real, bro. That's it. You're a Cowboys fan, you keep it real, because I know Cowboy fans that still talk like they kick ass every year. It's like, dude, you guys have teams that make the playoffs and they don't win. It's very similar to the Yankees lately. They have teams that make the playoffs and they don't make the big game. They don't. I'm a realistic Yankee fan too. You hear us on here, man. You've been on here in quite a few chats now, so you see us Yankee fans. We're realistic. What a play! What a play! What a play by Arenado. Did you guys see that? Wow. He talk about stealing an easy double down the line, and then he threw out Donald. Oh, my gosh. That was incredible play. Wow. And he got Donaldson out. That was insane. I mean, he couldn't even waste a second on that dive. He dove full out, got up, and whipped from his knees, and he got him. That was incredible. That was just incredible baseball right there. And here's the top of the fourth, and we're still being shut out by Montgomery. So we got that going on. Yep, Raleigh, that's 100%, brother. That's what it is. That's where we're at. Now watch Montgomery. If he really does shut the Yankees down tonight, guys, watch Montgomery in his next start for St. Louis and barely make it out of the first inning. That's the crap that happens to us, right? He'll pitch a gem against us tonight, and then the next game he'll get knocked around. Look at Arenado. Most Gold Gloves by a third baseman all time. He has 9. He's only behind Brooks Robinson and Mike Schmidt. That's it, all time. He has 9 Gold Gloves, and he's only 1 behind tying Mike Schmidt for 10. And I guarantee you he'll get that and pass Schmidt. And Brooks Robinson has 16. All time. And there are some people that have never heard of Arenado, probably because he played for the Rockies before this. Wow. I didn't know it was that great. I didn't know it was that great. Like, that is incredible. He has 9 Gold Gloves, and he's the third all-time third baseman. Wow. And you can see it in that play right there. That was an amazing, amazing play. All right, enough on that. We need hits off Montgomery, man. That's what would be amazing. If we can get some damn hits and some damn runs, that's what would be amazing. Enough complimenting the Cardinals here. Enough of that. Yeah. Legendary, brother. Absolutely. 100%. This is crazy that Montgomery. Talk about, remember, I'm just going to be repeating myself. You guys already know you guys already know me by now to know what I'm going to say. Come on. Come on. 1 out, nobody on. Torres up. It's already 1-2. Montgomery, it just seems like the innings when the Yankees are up and it's going like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what it's doing. Come on. Montgomery just lost to the Royals his last outing. And the Mets beat him up in the first. Yes, the Mets have a very, very solid, great team, top 4 team in the league, right? They beat them up in the first inning. We are the top team in the American League. We can't even get a damn run off the guy. We can barely get a hit. This is bad. This is the flattest the Yankees have been this season. And the road doesn't get any easier because after the Cardinals series, we go right back and play the Mariners again. You guys should know the system. I've been saying this. The Mariners, then the Red Sox, then the Jays and the Rays, or the Rays and then the Jays, one or the other. But either so, that's back-to-back. And then we go on to the Mets after all that. Where is the break? We don't have one. We don't have it. If July was a bad month for us, what is this going to be if we continue this? What is this going to be? Yes, you are. And they just haven't been doing it, Frank. And the Phillies are crushing it. The Phillies are right in this thing. Everybody talks about the Mets and the Braves, The Phillies have snuck right back in this thing after Girardi's been gone. And I'm a Joe Girardi guy. I always liked him. I know some Philly fans that don't like Joe Girardi or didn't think he was a great manager for them. But funny enough, they've been playing a lot better since he's been gone. Yeah. Notice he's staying away on every hitter we are trying to pull. Yeah, Montgomery knows, and half these guys are first pitch hitters anyway. They know it. They are. Their hitting mentality is crazy. Outside of DJ, they really, it's crazy. Brett Gardner was the other one that at the age he was last year. Still, he was the only other one that worked counts, like really worked counts. Come on, guys, let's get a hit here. Let's go. Come on. 3-2. It's funny because they're showing Harrison Bader again. Do you guys see the TV? They're showing Harrison Bader again. He's on the 10-day IL since June. That doesn't even add up. He has, and of course, Gleyber strikes out. Of course he does. Gleyber strikes out. Of course. Unbelievable, man. Look at that. Montgomery is mowing down the Yankees. Go figure. I figure we're going to walk in today in spite of Herman, who actually they're still holding a 1-0 lead, so we can't hate on Herman too much right now. But I mean, come on, Montgomery. I was coming in today like, great, we can smack him around for once. It's just getting a little ridiculous. And he's another one that can knock it out. The guy's been playing really well this year. It's another one that can knock it out. Montgomery has 68 pitches now. I just can't believe what I'm watching here. Just can't believe it. I don't know how new he is, Mikhailov. Clace, I don't know how new of a pitcher he is. Come on, man. I can't. 1-2. We can't even get anybody on base. Can you imagine that? We can't even get anybody on base. This is getting really irritating now. These are first place problems. First place problems. But the closer we're getting to the playoffs, the more we're getting exposed for the team, maybe that we really are. But I know we are missing some guys. We are missing some bats. But we still have enough bats to keep, we still have enough in the batting order to keep this thing going. We do. We have enough. Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, hit the like button. Keep this stream going. We're just fans talking to fans. There's an incredible amount of knowledge in this room with the fans of the game that we have in here. We're all just fans. These guys in the chat, they know their stuff. They know their game. They know what's going on. This is regulars here every day. Right here in the basement. It's what we do. And right now, we need that basement mentality for these freaking hitters, man. We need some life. Fight out. Emerge from these depths. Let's go. I can't believe it's still 1-0 in the fourth inning. This is an absolute disgrace. There we go. 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, 3 down. Montgomery, 3 up, 3 down. Absolutely amazing that this is happening to us. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what the hell is going on out there. But back to football camps. How do you guys think, especially you Bills fans, missing Dable? Do you think that's going to hurt your team? Like, Josh McDaniels leaving the Patriots was huge. You think Brian Dable leaving the Bills for your Bills Mafia that are in here, how much do you think that's going to hurt them? And how much do you think he's going to improve? Do you think he's going to work with Daniel Jones beyond this year? Or he's going to bring in his own guy? And how much improvement are the Giants going to be under Dable? I think he's a really good coach. I really do. Look at the strides he made with Josh Allen and the Bills offense. You think you guys are going to be hurting by losing him? That's a great question. What's the offense going to look like for the Bills now without him? It's a really good hire by the Giants, and I think like the Jets, and within a couple of years, the Giants are going to be back in it because it's kind of weird to see them as bad as they are. But I'm interested in knowing from you Bills fans what you think about that. What do you think about him being out of the system there? I was also mentioned in here the other day the Chargers. No one's talking about the Chargers. The Chargers got a scary, scary, great team. And now they have Khalil Mack on there along with Bosa on the defense. And Justin Herbert's already been proven he's going to be a great NFL quarterback, and he's already on his way. So that's another team that no one's talking about, the Chargers. They could be an AFC dark horse, and it's not even like a dark horse. It's just no one's talking about them. Not as much as the other teams. It's absolutely insane. So we got to see what they're going to do with that. We got to see what we're going to do with the thank you. Thank you. We got yep. Thank you. Look at that. I got a healthy fruit plate brought downstairs for me. Look at that. No cholesterol, nice fruit plate while I'm doing this with you guys here. Isn't that great? Family's awesome. Thank you, daughter. That was awesome. Got to take care of the heart while we're stressing out watching these games. We got to take care of the heart. Look at that play right there. Get him. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a play by IKF. What a play. Right back at you. What a play. I mean, enough said on that, man. Incredible play. Hell yeah, Frank, awesome platter, because I stress out a lot watching my games, as you guys know. So my daughter just brought down a nice fruit plate for me so I don't even have a stroke in front of you guys on here. Awesome. Go. That was an amazing play by IKF to match Arenado's great third base play. Of course, we're not matching the players, but IKF has been incredible since we didn't get Correa. This guy has more than stepped up to the plate for us. Hey, Daniel, Bills King Mafia is in the room. Miller Time Sports Show Podcast. Check him out. You guys at a Bills Mafia should already be checking out his podcast. It's Miller Time Sports Show Podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts. Is that right, Daniel? It's Apple Podcasts. I think I failed to mention that the other day. Apple Podcasts is what he does it on, and I've been on there twice. By the way, Daniel, Lockport was also at the practice yesterday. You know Lockport in here. He was there also. I'm sure he's in the room when he comes back and forth, but when he comes back in, man, you both are at the same thing, dude. That's Raleigh. I mean, doesn't that go with it? Sports, great chats, great talks, and fruit plates, right? I mean, forget the chips and beer when you got all this going on, man. Come on, forget the fruit and forget the beer and the chips. Sports and fruit plates. It's what we do. What we do so we don't have strokes. That is awesome, man. Come on, Cmon, let's go. Yeah, the Chargers definitely should scare you guys, man. That's going to be a real interesting thing. And like I said, a lot of analysts, not that I've seen, everybody's talking about the usual teams. They don't talk about, and they're talking more about the Broncos than they are the Chargers. The Chargers are better than the Broncos, regardless. So, Frank, thank you again. I always appreciate you stopping through the room. Thank you again, and I will be you will be seeing me soon, definitely. As I always tell you, right there. Right there. I need something. See you soon, Frank. Oh, it's on his YouTube channel right there, Bill's King Mafia, his YouTube channel. He has the I like that one. That's the one you put out today. I saw it. I put the like on it. You were sitting in the stands there and with your son, right? So yeah, I saw it earlier. I watched it. It was good, man. But Lockport was there. Lockport was there as well, man. He's not in the room right now, but he'll be back in here. You know him. He comes in and out. Anybody else new to the room, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. Keep this room rolling because we are all chatting together. We're all fans here. No one's above anybody else, man. We all bring the knowledge, and we admit it when we don't know something because that's what fans do. We talk it, we bring it. That's the basement mentality, man. Fighting from the depths, going to 1,000 subs. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs in the short-term goal. We're more than halfway there. Guys, we gotta give a little praise to Cmon right now. He's only given up 4 hits and 1 run in the first inning was bad, but he's only given up a couple hits since then. But Jordan Montgomery is throwing a 2-hitter against us. How is that possible? He's throwing a 2-hitter against us, guys. Come on. Come on. Every inning is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Every inning, man. It's really ridiculous, and it's getting a little irritating, to be honest with you. Absolutely irritating. Don't forget, guys, I will not be here tomorrow for tomorrow's game on Sunday. I'll be back Monday, but I will not be here tomorrow. I apologize. I just won't be here. Got too much going on tomorrow. I won't be able to watch the game. But it's only one day. I'll be here the rest of the week. We'll be here the rest of the week. Lou will be here eventually, sooner or later. We'll see him. But yeah. There you go. Hey, Daniel, there you go. Lockport. I told you he was there. You guys are the same thing. Lockport, go to Bill's King Mafia YouTube channel and you'll see it on there. He had a recording on there from it. I watched it earlier. Yep. Definitely Lockport, man. You guys are at the same event. Isn't that funny? That's so cool. Guys in the same chat and you're going to the same stuff, man. It's awesome. I think Gunner's not here today. I haven't seen him yet, but I think did he say he was going to that too? I think he did. Pretty sure he did. That's so cool, man. I think you guys end up not too far from each other because I saw you guys all had a big chat going the other day, and I think you guys are all starting to realize that you weren't too far from each other. You, Gunner, Lockport, and oh gosh, somebody else. Maybe it was you, Dan. I think it was you. Wow, that's awesome. That looked like a real fun time. And that's so cool that the guys are signing autographs and taking pictures and stuff for a long time. That's really cool. That's appreciating the fans, man. That's how you're supposed to do it. This Field of Dreams game, I mean, last year, the Yankees and White Sox, that was an amazing game, and the setting was incredible. And I know Tim Anderson had the walk-off home run against the Yankees, but the whole setting there, the whole theme of it was so amazing. This year they have the Cubs and the Reds doing it. The field will still be amazing. The movement will be amazing, but I don't know if the teams will be that much of a draw. I guess people will watch it because it is Field of Dreams and the whole thing and the whole atmosphere of it. Because that was one of the coolest games I saw last year, was the Yankees and the White Sox doing that in Iowa. That was absolutely amazing. I thought it was such a great event. It was such a great event to watch. So if you didn't get to see what it looked like last year, check it out this year. Oh, is Montgomery injured? I mean, I don't know where this guy has the nerve to come out and start throwing two hitters the minute he leaves our team. Yeah. Yeah, Raleigh, man, that's the way to do it, man. And he's on Apple Podcasts too, Miller Time Sports Show podcast. I was on there with him a couple of times as well. But yeah, Raleigh, I would imagine it'd be hard to find Bills fans out there. I'm a Jets fan. I'm not, like I said, I have the ultimate respect for the Bills and their fans, no doubt. I definitely do, because we've been in the same boat. We talked about that, and they already know that. So there's a lot of Bills Mafia that's in this chat, and some of them aren't here today. Gunner and somebody else. Everybody else is pretty much in here. There's a lot of Bills fans in here. My memory is just shot right now, because here we go with Aaron Hicks. Aaron Hicks is up now. All right, this guy's 0 for 30. 0 for his last 30. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. Wow. I mean, can we get a freaking, and he's wearing Dave Winfield's number, which makes it even worse. He's wearing Dave Winfield's number, which the Yankees refused to retire. Dave Winfield's number should be in the it should be back there with the rest of the legends, is where he should be. And Ron Guidry is just getting there now. How is that? Ron Guidry is just getting his plaque in there. How is that? How did they just discover to put that in all these years later? Ron Guidry should have been in there for a long time. But Dave Winfield, yeah, because he went in the halls of Padre, that whole thing with Steinbrenner and Winfield, he never really got the respect he should have as a Yankee. But Aaron Hicks wearing his number is really not a great testament. 0 for 31. 0 for 31. Thank you again, Aaron, for participating. He should get a participation trophy. That's what Aaron Hicks should get, participation trophy, because this is how he's even in the lineup is beyond me. So here we go. Montgomery still mowing us down. It looks like he might not come out to the 6th inning, because apparently he has some sort of injury going on, and they keep looking at it from the bullpen. So he's up to 76 pitches anyway. Maybe we can beat the bullpen since Montgomery's been such a problem. Incredible. Can we believe we're watching this? Incredible. Well, we got everything on here. Strawberries, mangoes, blueberries. This is great. And there's 2 outs. This Yankee team is pathetically flat right now. Absolutely pathetically flat. Is pathetically a word? It's a word in the basement is what it is. It's a word in the basement. Pathetically is a word in the basement. I don't even know if that's a real word or not, but it's a word here. And that's it. So we got LeCastro up. This is the guy they decided to go with instead of Gardner this year, which I know eventually had to cut the cord with Gardner anyway. But LeCastro is definitely better than Gallo. He's fast, so that's the thing. This kid is fast. So that's another reason I think they kept him around. But I guarantee you, Montgomery's going to get bombed in his next start, regardless of who they're playing. He's going to get bombed. Oh, unreal. Unreal that this is going on, man. Come on. It's already too soon. The Yankees get up to the plate and the inning is over before I can eat another piece of a freaking strawberry, man. Before I can even touch another thing on the plate, the inning's already over. Come on, somebody get on base. We're gonna need a home run. That's the sad part. The home run thing that we talk about, we're gonna need one. We should have been smacking Montgomery around today, man. How much can we keep repeating the same thing? We're gonna keep repeating it because we're fans, and this is what the hell is going on right now. Hey, Raleigh, you want to, well, hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, one strawberry per base, bro. That's right now it's one strawberry per out. It's one per out. Raleigh, you want to read a great book on the Knicks? If you really want to take it back, Blood in the Garden by Chris Herring. It's called Blood in the Garden. It's the story of the 1990s Knicks. It's an amazing book. I'm reading it right now. It's incredible. It's incredible. That was a real team. Oh, look at that. A hard grounder to the pitcher. This is just a joke, man. This is a disgusting, disgraceful, shameful joke. What a display today. Montgomery is mowing us down. How shameful is that? How shameful, man. This is really disgusting. Anyway, anybody new in the room, please bell notice, subscribe, and hit the like button because everybody in here we're all just fans in here. That's it. I'm going to start having cards for this. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. We're all diehard fans, very knowledgeable people in the chat. All of us, man. Fans speaking to fans. That's it. No one's a professional. No one's auditioning for anything. We are just kicking it here on the channel, just talking the crap that we talk. The basement mentality, emerging from the depths is what we're doing. Hitting for 1,000 subs, and then after that, we go for 2,000 and beyond. And that's it. And you guys that are here with me now will always, always, always be my number ones. Always, because you're taking the time out when we don't even have a lot of people in the chat. This is freaking awesome. This is great. Good time. I would love to be there, Daniel, in Lockport. I'm telling you, I would love to be there. I know the game's in December. I got a lot going on. I know I'm going to see you, Daniel, at MetLife for the Jets-Bills. I'm definitely going to see Daniel there. Lockport, we're going to be at MetLife for the Jets-Buffalo Bills game. That's where Daniel and I will be for that game. I would love to come. I'm telling you, there's so many Bills Mafia people that want me to come to Buffalo in December, and I really would love to get there. I'm trying. I'm not promising. I'm trying. There's a lot going on. And I'll be at a few Jet games this year. But, life happens. Things are going on in December, and I just don't know. I was hoping the Bills game wouldn't be in December in Buffalo. It would have been so much easier had it been earlier in the season. It would be so much easier for me. December's a rough month for me. It's a rough month. I'm going to try, but I can't promise it. I just can't. Dude, those 90s Knicks team, I'll put you this way. Every year in the 90s, the Knicks made the playoffs. Every year. They made it every year. It was rough, tough. I know Spike Lee's going to make a movie out of Blood in the Garden. That's apparently what he's in the works of doing. But the book itself, dude, if you want to read about Knicks' great history, obviously besides the rings they got before that, but the 90s Knicks were one of the roughest. It was like a football team out there. Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley and Patrick Ewing, Xavier McDaniel. These team was John Starks. These team was ridiculous, man. They were tough as hell. It's a great book, man. I think it's about 295 pages or something, but it's great history of the team, man. You should really, because since you've only been around for the Knicks era from the early 2000s to now, you're a real fan, dude, because you've seen horrendous play. So you're a real Knicks fan then, because you've been around for the worst years. I recommend the book, man, Blood in the Garden. I recommend it to anybody that loves reading about sports, man. It's a great book. So here we are. Like I said, it really can't. We got to give Cmon due credit today. We've been ripping on him. He's pitching really well today. And the one game he pitches well, we can't hit. So go figure. Go figure. Because he's doing it right now. He's doing it. It's hard to say, you know. Hard to figure these things out. Bottom of the fifth inning. It's only 1-0. I mean, we're still very much in this game. And maybe look, he just struck out Molina. It's only his second K, but still. Now there's 2 outs. So finally he's going to have another quick, well, so far he should have another quick inning. He's got 82 pitches, so he probably, if we could squeeze another inning out of him, that would be, but I just don't want to keep exhausting the bullpen. Maybe, you know what they're going to do? They'll probably take him out and bring in Chapman. They've been putting Chapman a lot in the 6th inning. They've really been putting him a lot in the 6th inning. Oh, he's hitting the corners. But I think Cmon eventually is going to go back to middle relief. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen with him. Wow, that's cool. Wow, Lockport and Daniel, man, you guys should hook up at a couple Bills games this year, man. It sounds like you guys are at them a lot. That's cool, man. That's what it's, like I said, sports, man, it's what it's all about. Brings everybody together. It makes you feel like you've known people forever, especially when you're fans of the same team or you're sitting here chatting, man. You'll never watch a game alone. That's what's so awesome about this. No matter what's going on. This is what brings sports together. And even the fun back and forth trash talk with each other, that's all cool stuff too. It's all great stuff. So this is what it's all about. So if you guys hook up at a couple of Bills games, man, that would be cool. Oh, he got him. Wow, another strikeout for Cmon. 1, 2, 3 inning again. Again, that is awesome, man. This guy finally is pitching well. I'm curious to see if he comes out for the next inning. I'm curious, man. Cmon's doing it, though, guys. He's doing it. Can we get some damn hits now? We have 2 hits. 2. If we have 3, then I missed it because the last I saw, we have 2. And every inning is just whipping by right now. Every one. We're already entering into the 6th inning, and it's only been 2 hours into the game. This game's moving like right along. But now we get into the bullpens, and I really feel the Yankees are going to pull this one out. Once the bullpens come in, we're going to pull this one out because I just don't think they're going to put the way they keep looking at Montgomery, even when he went into the dugout, he had to have some sort of little injury or something because they're looking at him again. I don't think he's going to be coming out for the next inning, which is fine by me. I thought he'd be going to the dugout because the Yankees were going to knock him around this whole time, but they haven't. They just haven't been. You know? They just haven't been. But we'll see. Like I said, we got like 3 more weeks till the NFL kicks off for real, not preseason games, but like the real kickoff, man. That's what's so great about football is having one game, no matter who's playing. Basketball, hockey, baseball, they don't get this. Football, you could have like the Jets and Jaguars play on a Thursday night last year. People watch the game because it's football. They're the 2 worst teams in the NFL last year, two of the worst teams in the NFL, but you still watch it because it's football. That's what makes football so great. You still watch it because it's a game, it's on. No matter who makes the Super Bowl, you're going to watch it. The other sports can't claim that. You think the NBA wants the Memphis Grizzlies versus like the Indiana Pacers in the finals? Of course they don't. That's not a national game that people are going to watch. The Bucks versus the Phoenix Suns was a hard game to watch. It was a hard series to watch, even though they have Giannis and you got Devin Booker and you got Chris Paul, right? You got some players there. Hockey, yeah, they don't want these teams. They don't want the teams that nobody's in. Even when the Blackhawks played the Lightning a few years ago in the finals, people didn't want. They wanted the Blackhawks and the Rangers. The Rangers were there. That was back with Lundqvist. They lost in Game 7 in the Garden of all places. It's certain teams can't market, but the NFL doesn't matter who is in the Super Bowl. Everybody's going to watch it. That's what makes football so great and different from the other sports. Yeah, I wanted Chris Paul to win. You know what's funny, Raleigh? I didn't really have a dog in the fight there, man. I don't love or dislike the Bucks or the Suns. They're just two teams I really don't have a dog in the fight there. But I did want to see Chris Paul get a ring. So I guess I was going for the Suns there. Yeah, Chris Paul getting a ring would have been nice. The guy, how many years did everybody say this guy was done? Over and over and over, this guy was done. Remember, people forget he was on the Thunder for a year. Then he went to the Rockets. And if he didn't get hurt, they might have beat the Warriors, that Rockets team. They might, because they still had James Harden was on that team with Chris Paul, and Capella. Capella was on the team too. So they took him 7, but Chris Paul getting injured, and people just every year they think he's done. And he's not done. So now we got a relief pitcher in here, Hicks, who it's 1-2 already on Higgy. And Higgy has one of the 2 hits, guys. Higgy has one of the 2 hits. Go figure. Can't figure this stuff out. Deshaun Watson, I don't know. It sounds like they're really trying to get him suspended for the rest of the year. I know he's got 6 games right now. I don't know. Cleveland, I think, was bidding against themselves when they traded for him. And now you got Baker's gone, and Baker and Sam Darnold are battling to be the starter for the Panthers. Just 3 years ago, they were the number 1 overall pick and the number 3 pick for quarterbacks, and now they're battling to be the starter in Carolina. Isn't that weird? It's weird how quickly things change in the NFL like that, man. I don't know how Baker was the number 1 overall pick to begin with, and he worked more with Sam Darnold ever worked with when he was on the Jets. So, but there's no excuses for Darnold last year on the Panthers with the team that he had. So I don't even have. I used to make excuses for him, but I didn't have any at the last year on the Panthers. It's sad to see him not get a ring when they vetoed that trade for him to go play with. Yeah, remember that? To go play with Kobe. Remember when they vetoed that trade? Yeah, they vetoed it. He would have. Oh my gosh, remember that? If he was playing with Kobe, forget it, man. Forget it. That would have been all over if Chris Paul had been allowed to team up with Kobe Bryant, man. That would have been an amazing thing to watch, man. Wow. But yeah, I really wanted to see Paul get a ring. So I guess, he still has a shot, but the window's starting to close. Window's definitely starting to close. All right, we got to walk. DJ's on. DJ's on. We got to walk. We got to walk. Can Aaron get a big one now? Can we get the big hit now? Can we get it? Come on. Average up to 301. Get the 44th homer right now. Let's go. We need it, buddy. We need it, man. Come on. Oh. This guy's bringing one. It doesn't seem like everybody that comes out of the bullpen nowadays can pitch 101, 102. Most of these bullpens are bringing the fire. Mostly all these bullpens are bringing the fire, man. It was unheard of years ago. Roger Clemens was considered the Rocket, and he was hitting fastballs at like 97. I mean, these guys coming out of the bullpen, everybody's hitting triple digits. Chapman's 106 was the greatest. That up and in on Andrew McCutchen, that 106 mile an hour when he was on the Reds was absolutely insanity. But it's so commonplace that everybody could throw 100 miles an hour. I remember when it was like fascinating when someone could hit that. Judge flew out again. Come on, man. Come on. This whole team is flat right now. This whole team is flat. And they're going to leave a runner hanging out on base. Well, let me not say that so fast. Carpenter, I believe, is coming up right now. But, I mean, Judge looked at some pitches here that were like, kind of like right in the middle of the plate. Sometimes, you know, you're like overthinking what's going on there. No, I was wrong. Carpenter's after Donaldson. I've been so mesmerized that Montgomery's been shutting us down that I'm reversing the order here. Hicks hits strike. His first pitch has been strike one to every batter this inning. This is getting really ridiculous, man. You got the bullpen in. You haven't been hitting well. Now's the time to start getting these freaking hits. Come on. Half swing. Now it's 0-2. Here we are, leaving runners on base. No, come on. Come on, Donaldson. Come on, man. Prove me wrong again. Every time I talk about him, he proves me wrong. It's time. Let's go. Come on. Oh, wild pitch. That's how the Yankees move runners. We wait on wild pitches. So now we got a runner on second now. Got LeMahieu on second. Come on. We got to move runners somehow, so we're going to depend on the wild pitch. It's like the Royals game a few days ago, man. We had to watch them walk runners in and get errors for us to get guys in. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The Yankees are still dominating first place right now. It's just nobody is catching up to them. Nobody's catching up. Come on, man. Come on. Struck him out. We still only have 2 hits. Still only have 2 hits, man. What is going on out here? Nothing's going on. That's what's going on. Nothing is going on. Oh, this is getting old, man. We've been seeing a lot of games like this past week. A lot of games have been like outside of the 8-2 game that we had against the Royals last Saturday. We beat them 8-2. This has been like walking through mud with the bats, man. I mean, this is just like no one can hit. Everybody's just slow. Everybody seems like a step behind, and there's no fire. It's just everybody's like, all right, they're up, they're down. They're up, they're down. I know it's a long season and teams go through cycles. I know that, you know, you're not going to kill it every game. I get that. But we're in the hard stretch of the season right now. We're in August, and the schedule, it doesn't get any easier. Get the Mariners again. Right after this series, we're back to the Mariners. We need Cole to make up for his last start. We need Cole to make up for that horrendous 6-run first inning that he just had. He needs to come out there, wake up, and be the freaking ace that he's supposed to be for us. That's what he needs to do. We need to take 2 out of 3 minimum in the series. 2 out of 3. The Red Sox, yes, it's a rivalry, and we always have battles. The Red Sox are playing bad baseball right now. We need to win both. We need to win all those games against them. There's no excuses there. There's just none. Sorry. The Red Sox pitching is very bad right now. Their bullpen's bad. Yes, they have great batting order. They have a great order. Rafael Devers kills us all the time. But that's a series that we need to win every game. And then the Rays, Jays, and then the Mets. Come on. Come on. What if we go to the Mets and we face DeGrom and Scherzer again? That could be a Subway series right there. Imagine meeting the Mets in a Subway series and their first 2 pitchers you face is DeGrom and then Scherzer. I mean, the Yankees historically have done it against pitchers of that caliber before. The Yankees in the late 90s faced John Smoltz and Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine, and we beat all of them. I mean, magically, how do you beat all of them? We beat all of them because we swept them. So, I mean, these things do happen. But, you know, we had pitching to bring 2, though. We had pitching to bring 2 back then. El Duque and Andy Pettit and Clemens. I mean, we had pitchers. So, Marinaccio is in right now. This guy is good, man. Marinaccio is a solid pitcher out of the bullpen. He actually has been one of our better guys this season. Jonathan Loizaga, I don't know what happened to that kid this year, man. He is just, to think that his ERA has finally come down to in the mid sixes. You know, Marinaccio in the last 18 games has a .41 ERA. 0.41. That's money. That is money. Let me catch up on some of you guys, man. Oh, Raleigh, they'll make the playoffs, bro. They'll make the playoffs, bro. I'm not worried about them making the playoffs, Raleigh. It's what they're going to do in the playoffs is what concerns me. Making the playoffs won't be a problem. No matter what happens this month and going in, the Yankees are definitely making the playoffs. What are we going to do when we get there is the issue. That's my issue. Oh, Mikhailov, Mets are up 3-0, top of the sixth, but it says challenge. What does that mean? It basically means that there's a play that happened in the game that they're challenging. They go to the replay booth. I don't know the play because we're not watching that game. But what a challenge is, they go to the replay booth and they look at a play that was a close call. It's probably if a guy is out or not at one of the bases, whether it's home plate, first, second, or third. That's probably what they're challenging. The only other thing they'd really be challenging is if his ball is a home run or not. But that's what challenge means. You watch football and hockey a lot, you know, Mikhailov, so it's similar to that. It's a replay challenge. And anybody in this chat, you guys know Mikhailov's name. You guys all know him. He's excellent with football and hockey. He's learning baseball. If he throws out a question and I don't see it, you got answer it for him. He's becoming a student of the game. He's really learning baseball. So answer it for him, help him out. Because once in a while I get on, you guys know I get on rolls and I might miss a couple questions. I gotta admit too, that Bills when they had the red helmet, the blue and the red, the blue. I like what they have now. I like the old school look. I like the Bills jerseys and helmets now. I did not like that red and that blue mixture when the Jim Kelly days, those at that era. I didn't like the jerseys or the helmets then. I like the white and the white helmets. The red and it just didn't look like the Buffalo Bills to me, man. It's like the Jets. I like the last jerseys we had better, the old school ones. The ones from the 80s were cool. I like the helmet from the 80s. The jerseys were pretty basic. The ones they have now is growing on me. I like the stealth black. I like the all black jersey. Now the black helmet. That's just hot. It looks good. But the Jets jerseys now have grown on me. I didn't like them at first because I like the old school look, the Joe Namath era look that the Jets had from 98 to 2018. That's the look I liked. It was really good look. And, you know, I know can't keep them forever, but we'll see, man. Here's Goldschmidt, 2 for 2. We got 2 outs already, bottom of the 6th. This game's moving right along, huh? We need runs, though. It sounds like a broken record here. Anybody new in the room, hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and please hit the like button. Keep this stream going. We're heading to 1,000 subs. It's going to happen. We're going to get to that 1,000 subs. We're going to go beyond that. We're going to keep these great chats going. We're going to keep meeting up here. I just won't be here tomorrow. I keep telling you guys, I just won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be back Monday. And that'll be the game the Yankees win. I might be the reason they're not winning. Maybe it's me because it's been a rough week. And I've only been live streaming for a short time, guys. I've only been live streaming for about a month. But live streaming the Yankee games by myself, I've only been doing it for like a week, a little over a week. That's it. So you guys have been incredible for me, and I really appreciate it. You guys giving me your time like you have. You guys make this channel, man. This channel's for fans, and you're the ones that make this channel happen. Amen. And thank you to y'all. Thank you to each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. You guys get me excited to do the channel. I feel like I'm meeting up with a group of friends to watch the game, and we just talk about everything. That's what fans do. I really appreciate every one of you guys. You make this exciting for me. You really do, man. And that's my sentimental moment. Chad Pennington was pretty good, though, Raleigh. He was pretty good. Pennington was the best drafted quarterback we have had. We've done nothing with draft quarterbacks after Pennington. And before that, we really didn't have a great draft quarterback. Ken O'Brien was Ken O'Brien. That's way before your time. But that guy, all he's ever remembered for is that we should have taken Dan Marino. There's a whole bunch of other teams that didn't take Dan Marino either. Ken O'Brien was a solid quarterback for the Jets. He did really well. That was one of the, since the Namath, that was one of the best drafts. Richard Todd was another Alabama quarterback that came out right after Montana. Whoa, I wish we had him right after Namath. They figured they'd strike gold twice and draft another Alabama quarterback with Richard Todd, and he was okay. But Ken O'Brien came after that, man. The dude was great, man. But Chad Pennington was he was a solid quarterback for us. I like Pennington. Oh, that's a good question, Michaela. It doesn't happen that often, bro. It doesn't happen that often to where the ball gets lost in their uniform, if I'm understanding your question correctly. Have players ever complained about the ball getting lost in the uniform after a pitch? Or don't really come into it? Yeah, if I'm understanding your question correctly, I honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've really ever seen that. But I guess I would see how that maybe could be a problem. I don't know. It's an interesting question. Daniel, you got a Chad Pennington jersey? That's great, man. You wear it? Is it in good condition? Was it brand new or is it in good condition? I like Chad Pennington. I'm not a Chad Pennington hater. Think about this. The Jets beat the Peyton Manning and the Colts 41-0 in the playoffs with Chad Pennington. 41-0 in Indianapolis. True story. True story. 41-0. True story. Man. Can't go wrong with mango. Oh my gosh. That's a hell of a platter. There we go. Yeah, Lockport, man. They say Chad Pennington was like, he was a Rhodes Scholar finalist. Like, the dude is like brilliant, man. He could play the game. And of course, when he was doing well with the Jets, of course he gets hurt. Then he got comeback player of the year. Then he got hurt again. Then he went to the Dolphins. They win the division and kick the Jets and, of course, beat the Jets. So we don't make the playoffs. And they did. It was just, yeah, I always like Pennington. It was a good shout out though, Raleigh. Good shout out from Pennington. I don't know if you meant it as a shout out. I think you meant it as you're kind of clowning on it a little bit, but that's okay. Because when you think of Jet quarterbacks, you automatically think of clowns to begin with. So here we go. We got Lou Trevino out here. He's picked up from the Oakland A's. He's 1-6 with them. He had a 6.15 ERA. That doesn't sound great, but again, we're going to give him a chance here as Yankee fans because he pitched for the A's. There's a bullpen pitcher for the A's, and the A's suck. I mean, there's nothing else really to say about that. They suck. So, but he's got to hold this 1-0 lead. He's got it. We got to hold the fort here, man. We got it. We're still very much in this game, and you guys know that. We're still very much in this game. Oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah. Like when you think of that era of the Jets, I would think of like Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin, man, would be a guy I would think of. Well, not through 2018, but 2000, 99, 98, 2000, 2000. Curtis Martin he is the most underrated running back, one of the most underrated running backs that's ever played the game. The guy is a Hall of Famer. He got over 14,000 yards in 11 seasons. Over 14,000 yards in 11 seasons. Just up until a few years ago, he was the fourth all-time leading running back. Fourth. When he's in the Hall of Fame, obviously. The guy was an amazing running back, and he's just, when they talk about the great running backs of that era, his name never gets mentioned. Never. He didn't have the big flashy runs. He was an up-the-middle kind of guy. You know, he did the bruising yards, and he didn't have the greatest flashy breakaway runs. But when you get 14,000 yards over 11 seasons, he never fumbled. It's pretty damn good, especially when you're not getting the big flashy runs. That means those are hard working yards, and that's probably why his knees blew out. And that's what really ended his career: the cartilage in his knees and whatever other problems he had there, MCLs and the usual stuff. But that's what ended his career. But yeah, Raleigh, Chad Pennington is you definitely can throw him in that era too. He was just a great guy for the Jets. Wayne Corbett, Lockport. Wayne Corbett, walk-on. Wayne Corbett was a walk-on. Do you know that guy, the only great thing Rich Kotite did for the Jets was get Wayne Corbett on the team. Rich Kotite, for those that don't know, he is the worst. And as much as I want to put Adam Gase, who's arguably 1A in the worst coaches in Jets history, he is a definite 1A. But Rich Kotite had just lost 7 games in a row, his last 7 in a row with the Eagles. The Jets bring him right on over. They're like, oh, you just lost 7 in a row? Sounds like our kind of guy. Come on over. And in 2 years, we were 4-28. We went 3-13 and 1-15. We were 4-28. 4-28. But Wayne Corbett, he got that guy on the team. Wayne Corbett apparently sent around. Now think about this: VCR tapes to teams showing what he could do. That was the word. That's what he did. But anyway, he got on the Jets, and that dude, Wayne Corbett, he was like the original Wes Welker and guy, he was like the original that slashing guy, man, that could catch the ball, take shots from Ray Lewis and all these other guys, get 500,000 concussions, and he played a solid career. Wayne Corbett's a good one, Lockport. Good call on that. Daniel, you had Curtis Martin as your fantasy football player, man. That's money right there. Curtis Martin was money. Anybody that played against Curtis Martin in that division would tell you in a minute what a hard-working player he was. Let me see if you forgot anybody. That's a good streak there, Raleigh. Yep, 2000 to 2008. Yep, Brett Favre came in 2008. Sanchez, Gino, Fitz, and Sam. Yep, you're just leaving out one guy who's so forgettable, but Brooks Bollinger. Brooks Bollinger was in there too, man. But yes, you are 100% correct on your streak there. 100% correct. Yep. And Josh McCown occasionally as well, but the main starters, yes. In the meantime, this guy Hicks is taking up right where Montgomery left off, and he's continuing to mow the Yankees down. We can't get any hits. We can't do anything today. We are lifeless. We have no heart. There's no fire. We look like absolute crap out here, and this is what's going on. Now, I know the game's not over. Thankfully, it's only 1-0, but this is getting absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. See, this is what cracks me up about today, about baseball and the analytics. This guy is mowing the Yankees down. Now they have to take him out for a lefty specialist. Why wouldn't you just leave this guy in? Now, what if this lefty specialist comes out and starts getting knocked around when this guy was just pitching well? That's where I like a Buck Showalter or a Dusty Baker, because these guys use the eye test. If someone's pitching really well, I'm not taking him out. Why would you take out a guy that's mowing the team down to bring in a lefty specialist against Matt Carpenter? What if Matt Carpenter hits a home run off this guy where the other guy, you guys know where I'm going with this. It's mind blowing that we live on analytics for everything in this game, especially baseball. Hell yeah, it makes us remember everybody. Yep, that's right, Raleigh. Good and the bad. Yep, that's right, Daniel. The good and the bad. Anybody in the room brand new, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. I'm Johnny Basement, a diehard fan that speaks to you guys, the diehard fans. The chat is very knowledgeable with the group of people that are regulars here every day, every day. These guys you see in the chat, if you're new, these guys, you guys all make the channel. This is why the channel exists, because of you guys. This is why the live stream exists, because of you guys. That's what it is here. This is what we do here. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We just talk about, it doesn't matter the Yankees are on, we talk about everything on here. Everything. Saturday, September 3rd, Clash at the Castle. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. We are going to have a watch party. This whole place here is going to be loaded with people. We're going to have a great time here. It's going to be live. It's going to be kicking. It's going to be crushing that night. It is going to be amazing. Saturday night, September 3rd, WWE Clash at the Castle. Watch party here. It's going to be an amazing time right here in the basement, especially with you guys joining us as well, because you're all a big part of this channel too. So back to the game. We got Matt Carpenter coming up against a lefty specialist. I got a good story about a lefty specialist that I experienced when I started noticing guys came around like this. I'll tell you in a minute, but it's very interesting. Now let's see what this guy does, and let's see if the Cardinals made a big mistake bringing him out, because these type of scenarios fascinate me when a pitcher is already pitching well. What is he, tired? He can only throw, through 5 batters, and I don't understand these things. I mean, I get them, but being a little, there's some sarcasm in here too. I'm just saying. Top of the 7th, and the Yankees have 2 hits. 2. All right. I like that Carpenter's up. This is good. This is good too. I'm still working on this. Oh, just missed that one. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Dan Marino. Dan Marino is another underrated. It sounds funny to say underrated, but because he doesn't have a ring, he's never put in the conversation. We spoke about this like Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith, the guy is an all-time sack great. He's a guy's an all-time Hall of Famer, all-time edge rusher, all-time everything. And he never gets mentioned as highly as Reggie White does. Why? Because he doesn't have rings. It's really sad. He doesn't have rings. He also had 10 straight years, I believe, of over 10 sacks, which Gunnar brought up. Gunnar brought that up the other day, and I thought that was an excellent stat. That didn't come from me. That came from one of our other regulars in the basement, Gunnar. Gunnar brought that stat up the other day. Over double-digit sacks for over 10 straight years. That was interesting, and that's Bruce Smith. And Gunnar was the one that brought it. He's not here tonight, which is rare, but he's not in the basement tonight. Gunnar, I learned that from. But anyway, Bruce Smith is like Dan Marino. Henrik Lundqvist for the Rangers, never got a ring, so he'll never be in the greatest goalie conversation, even though he's the Dan Marino of hockey. He's got all the records. He's got tons of great accolades, missed a Game 7, all those things, but because he doesn't have a ring. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here.
The flying unicorn. The unicorn.
The Lunicorn. Yep. You've got the name of the Lunicorn.
I'll take it.
The Lunicorn is your name, buddy. People have heard of Lou. People have heard the name. They think it's my imaginary friend. I think that's what happens now. They hear the name. People have claimed to have seen him, but no one can actually, attest to it. But the Lunicorn has shown up.
Nobody has proof.
What's that?
Nobody has proof.
Nobody has proof. They hear about you all the time. The Yankees are Jordan Montgomery threw a damn 2-hitter against us, and now the bullpen is picking up right where he left off.
Oh, that's what happened to us first game. You saw that?
I was busy today. I didn't see anything from the Mets today.
Real recap. We had, was it Peters or Peterson got pitched today?
Peterson, yeah.
Yep. I think he went like 6-7 innings, no runs. We were winning 8-0, and we ended up winning 8-5. They had to bring in Diaz for the last 2 outs.
So just like the Braves almost blew it yesterday, you guys almost blew it.
Yep. But the good thing is that they put up 9 runs, we can put up 8 runs, so that doesn't scare me. Yesterday Walker tweaked himself in the beginning, first 2 innings, and lost his concentration. Not making any excuse. They beat us fair and square. But
they did. That was the worst I ever saw. I was watching that because the Yankees started at 8:15 yesterday. So as I was setting up, I was watching the Mets. I couldn't believe. I don't forget about Walker. I don't think I've ever seen the Mets give up that much at all. Not in a long time. That much. It was 8-0 before he. It was 8-0 in the second.
In the second inning, yeah. But I don't know if you saw, but he was pitching. He slipped off the mound, or the back of his cleat hit the bottom, and after that, I don't know if he tweaked something. Once again, not making any excuses. They beat us, but
hey, they beat you fair. I mean, it happens. It's Jordan Montgomery, our old pitcher. We get rid of him. I was telling these guys, the St. Louis fans must be like, why would they get rid of this guy? They can't even hit him themselves. Meanwhile, the Mets smacked him around. The Royals beat up on him over the weekend. He comes out, he throws a 2-hitter against us. And here's Aaron Hicks, who's now currently 0 for 31, and somehow he's in the lineup. So,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, Lou, Mikhailov said, what's up, Lou?
Put more shrimps on the Barbie.
Gardini's not in here. He was just here a little earlier ago. He was looking for you yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm going through so much. I'm doing things and working.
It's all good.
So,
we know the mythical character, man. We all understand.
He comes out.
You never know when he's going to show up, but if you leave, that's it. You should have seen the Loch Ness Monster. I saw him the other day. You got to stick around. You never know when he's going to pop up.
Kaizo Soze, I'm telling you, he's poof and he's gone.
Right, and he's gone. You missed it.
But I'll tell you this, Max Scherzer, I'm glad that we got him, brother. There's levels to this, like I've always been telling you, and this guy is no earned runs right now. He has 12 strikeouts, 11 strikeouts.
Of course.
We need him to go deep today because, we exhausted our bullpen earlier today for no reason. And he's and we're going against
Max Scherzer. He's Max Scherzer.
We're going against the other Max.
Yeah. And then you got DeGrom going tomorrow, so this should be lights out the rest of the way. Win 4 out of 5, right? So and just put the Braves all the way back.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Yeah, because right now we're only 4.5 games. If we win today, it's 5.5.
It's funny. The Braves really needed to win those first couple of games before it got to Scherzer and DeGrom. And that's where they really screwed up. Because now you get to Scherzer and DeGrom, it's all over. It's all over.
Yep.
So the Braves
if it wasn't for him.
Phillies too, man. Watch out for the
they're
Phillies.
on fire. Oh, no, they're on fire.
Fire.
Yeah,
the Phillies are on fire, bro. They are on fire, man.
Look, like I said, I know they beat us yesterday, but I think we might have been able to even sweep 5 games from these guys.
You should have. Honestly speaking, of all the games I watched, I know I give Carrasco credit every time now on here, but to Walker, that is the worst game that I've seen him pitch all year. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
That was it's like he was throwing underhand out there yesterday. I've never seen it. And it's like, once those things happen with pitchers, it's all a mental thing. Like, And
it was with 2 outs. He got the first 2 batters out.
And then it just fell
his hamstring. Yeah, he tweaked his hamstring, and he was done after that, man.
Everything after those first 2 outs, because like I said, I watched the first hour before the Yankees came on, and I got on here with everybody, and I'm like, I couldn't believe every time I went to set up things in the computer, I'd look up, I'm like, is that another home run? Is that another? Like, I couldn't believe. Every time the shots were on the field, not the pitches. I'm like, every time I looked away, there was another hit, another home run. It's like, what the hell is going on?
I think
it happens. It happens.
I think my little sister's on watching us. So shout out to her, to Diana.
Yeah, that's incredible. Oh, shout out to her. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Yep. Yeah. Wow.
She watches a lot. She watches it. Yep, she watches
it. Good stuff. Like I said, subscribe, bell notice, like button. We're in the basement. Knowledgeable people in the chats. Knowledgeable people here. We got unicorns. We got everything going on. We got everything. We had an over-under for you yesterday, Lou. We had an over-under what inning you were going to show up, and I threw fourth inning out there, over-under. We had a whole fun with you not yesterday.
Oh, man.
We had that's what you turning into. We have over-unders, man. If who's going to show up.
I love it. Yeah, man. But I'll tell you this.
What do you think about Dylan Cease setting the major league record, 13 straight starts of 1 earned run or fewer?
Yep.
5
Beat
runs
the Grum. Beat the Grum. Beat the Grum.
That's Lockport. Lockport. You know that name, Lockport.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Lockport. It is unreal. There's nothing to think. It's the Grom style. Amen.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. When you get mentioned with him in the same conversation,
forget it.
No matter what it is, besides run support, you're good.
You are definitely good, brother, and that's how it goes, man. That is absolutely. I was just bigging up. I said, Judge is obviously the American League MVP by far. But you know what? Just for laughs, I threw in there, even though I think pitchers have their own Cy Young.
Oh, Diaz?
I threw an honorable mention. How about Verlander, 15-3, 1.7 ERA, 129 strikeouts at 38 years old. At 38, he's 15-3 with a 1.7 ERA, dude.
Who was his pitching mate when they were in Detroit?
Scherzer. Scherzer said that when he first got drafted, he was with there was another pitcher they had. I forgot the other pitcher they had. They had a 3-headed monster, and he said that he studied Verlander. If you notice, after every inning, Max Scherzer, or after every game that he's out, he goes back. He speaks to all the pitchers on in the bench, the batting coach, the pitching coach. He talks to everybody because he wants to know what he did good, what he did wrong. He said he got that from Verlander. He said that Verlander told him a couple of other, I think it was the slider, because he said, "Hey, we're both power pitchers, but eventually we're going downhill. It's right. Nobody beats Father Time. Nobody, Nobody. Except Bartolo Colon. I did the whole run. Yeah, no, eventually Father Time gets you, but Brady, LeBron, and now Verlander, they're really challenging Father Time. They're fighting, but they're all going to go down soon too.
But
really,
he says that
the age that they're at, still doing what those guys are doing at the ages they're at. These aren't guys padding stats and sitting around. They're doing it. So
yeah, I mean, exactly. They're not padding stats. They're right. Not just going out there just to put an extra win on their record or an extra K. These guys are going in there and dominating, not even playing, dominating. Right. They're not coming off the bench for 10 extra points or coming in to throw one more touchdown or, one more strikeout. But you know what I think it is too, Don? You know what I think it is too? I think the game has changed so much that we've been talking about how players don't go opposite field, that players don't bunt, that players don't go with the pitch.
Why the shift came around, yeah.
So these pitchers that are like an architect, they're engineers. They know what they're coming in. They have a plan. They're gonna do whatever it is, and they're gonna complete, and they're gonna follow through. But all these young hitters, all these young hitters, they're just going up there swinging. Some of them, like Soto, Acuna, Ozuna, and a couple of other young guys, they have a plan when they go up there. They're looking for something to hit.
You're damn right they are. Hey, Lockport just said it was Verlander, Scherzer, and Porcello was the third guy. Yep. Mm-hmm. There you go. Thank you, Lockport. That's it. Porcello. Awesome. Yeah. What a. I know Detroit. Wasn't Pudge Rodriguez on that team too?
And Miggy. And
Cabrera. Yeah, man. They had a team. Man.
Oh, and they had an outfielder. Give me 1 second. He was. Give me 1 second.
Not Gonzalez. Gonzalez did go to Detroit after the Rangers. But
no, I think he was either.
I don't think that's what you're thinking of.
The left fielder. I think it was a left fielder. It'll come to me. But he was just another one that used to smack the BGs out the ball. What was his name? It'll come to me. But yeah, man.
Henry, you're right. Henry, I think you're another one that never saw Lou but heard his name a lot. Well, here he is. But he's This is what we call the unicorn. We have seen him. But yeah, he said Buck doing wonders for the Mets. Shows you what good coaching can do, right? Because Aaron Boone doesn't do what he does. Aaron Boone, the other day when you weren't here, Judge's bench, he has Anthony Rizzo leading off. He has Benintendi in the middle of the order. Why is Benintendi hitting fifth? And Rizzo leading off? Like, what the hell is going on with that?
Well, the whole Rizzo thing leading off, I remember we spoke about how sometimes the manager wants the hottest dude to bat more times, and leading off usually gives him more bats.
Yeah, but when you don't have Judge, when you have a bottom of the order that doesn't get on base very often, it's a little question. But Benintendi, when you have DJ and Benintendi, I don't care who you do, DJ then Benintendi or vice versa. Those are your first two batters in the order. How are you not batting those two guys? How's he not up there with DJ? And then put Judge third. What's wrong with putting Judge third?
Seriously, you could put Judge anywhere in that lineup.
You can. You're missing Stan. Rizzo's out now with like back spasms or something. I don't know.
Scherzer leaves. 2 doubles back to back. They scored their
there
first
you go.
run again.
Yep, there you go. That's right. Of course there is. And here you go. What's the score over there?
4-1. Top of the 8th. They just scored their first run.
Yeah, but you know what? The difference is the old Mets, they'd score about 8 more runs, and then, and the Mets would blow it.
Oh, man, let me tell you this,
what a throw. What a throw by Donaldson, man. Wow. What a throw. He's about the furthest corner of the dirt that you can get on third base, and he just whipped him out at first, man. Wow, that's a great throw.
Bottom of the 7th, I think it was. Bottom of the 7th or bottom of the 6th. I think it was bottom of the 6th. Pete Alonso was rounding third base. I forgot who threw it because I was at Walmart. I was watching it on my phone. D'Arnaud caught it and tried to block home plate. Bad decision, my friend. Just this, he's not in the game right now.
Really?
No, it was close. They called him out. We did the replay and they overturned it.
I'll have to look at the highlights of that one, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I tell you, man, our bullpen.
Well, here's Yadier. This is Yadier's last year, right?
Molina, yes, this is his last year. Miggy's talking
about
Henry,
he might return. A humongous throw. Lou, you're gonna have to take it.
Yep. So they're saying that Miggy from Detroit, the last one to actually win a batting title, the Triple Crown they call it, which is was it home runs, RBIs, and batting average or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he wanted to not quit, but he wanted to retire this year. But his last year, he just found out that he's leaving $32 million on the table. So I think his wife is telling him, like, yo, you better go out there and play. But look, right now, Max Scherzer, no hits. No runs through 7. We bring in the bullpen. First 2 guys at bat, double. They score their first run. Oof. Also, Lindor's been on fire. I don't know if you guys have been seeing. I think the last, last 4 weeks or something like that. He's batting like .416, 7 home runs, 11 RBIs. He made some great plays earlier today. I think out of the first 15 or 20 batters, he had like 9 or 10. Plays at short. So the man can scoop it. He's hitting. He's earning that $341 million that we gave him. I'm sorry, I forgot who mentioned that Buck was a great pickup for us. You're absolutely correct. Last year, we got him. He ended up the season with 62 or 63 RBIs. He was trying too much. Remember, he did the thumbs down with Baez. I think he was trying to do too much to tell people, hey, look, you gave me this contract, I'm going to earn it. But Luis Rojas didn't do nothing. They didn't go up to him and say, hey, kid, do you play how you're a great player. If you do what you do, you're going to be fine. We've said this multiple times on this stage, on this channel. Not everybody can play in New York. Not everybody. We've seen big stars, and not only in baseball, we're talking about football, basketball, hockey, you name it. Big stars. and they come to New York and they fold like beach chairs, you know? So us getting Buck changed the culture, probably told Lindor, hey, go out there, have fun. You're always smiling, and last year you wasn't smiling for anything. And look what he's doing. He's 70 something RBIs, almost, and missed a grand slam today. Fourth in RBIs, you know. I think he has, you know, over 15 home runs. His batting average is creeping up to 250, 260. And, you know, he's just doing his thing. But like you said, Buck was our move. That's why Lindor is playing the way he's playing this year. Lights out.
Yep. Lindor should have been in the All-Star game, man. There's no doubt about it. He should have been. I don't know how he got robbed of that.
Look at Diaz. The last 2 years, I mean, last year he picked it up, but this first year they were booing him.
Oof, I banged my head.
They were
booing him. Yep. Chapman versus Pujols coming up, unless I just missed it. Who's got not out of it, right? Mets had a 7-run last inning before come back and win again. So Chapman must have won that one, Lockport. I left for 2 minutes, and that's probably what I missed.
I was telling him how, you know, not everybody can play New York.
It's true. Oh, yeah. I've been singing that song for a while. Like I said, with Rizzo, and everybody laughed at me for wanting Rizzo over Freeman. I said, you already proved he can play here. It sounds ridiculous, but it's not like Rizzo sucks. People acting like, why would you want him? It's like, dude.
He's handling New York well.
Listen to this. Since the 6th inning yet last night, the Yankees are 4 for 35 with 0 runs.
Feast or famine.
That's this team. That's why we've never made the World Series. Who cares about the season? They said Aaron Boone is the first manager to have back-to-back 100 seasons in Major League Baseball for wins. Who cares? What does he do in the playoffs? That's not even exciting to me.
He trips over his own feet.
Yep, he does.
He's his worst enemy. I think he overthinks it.
Okay, Lockport, I got you. Go ahead, Luke. I got you, Lockport.
I think he just overthinks it.
He does. Lockport, bro, I thought for the 2 minutes I did my bathroom break, 2 minutes. I would come back, I'm like, I missed Chapman and against Pujols that fast? Man, that's crazy. I was hoping when I came back, the Yankees would be up 2-1. Like, I hope something else, you know, something magical would happen. Because I'm thinking it's me. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Got family.
Like a unicorn appearing out of nowhere?
That's right. I need a unicorn. A game-winning home run for the Yankees would be a unicorn the way this week is going. It would be. No one's doing anything. They look lifeless. They look like they just want to get out of here.
Yeah, crazy. Man. Like the Mets' first game almost went like 4 hours.
Up. All right, Lou. The Gardini here. That one's definitely for you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it went away. I didn't get to read the whole thing.
Well, tell him I'll answer the question. Yes, we're gonna sweep the Subway Series.
Woo! I couldn't read the whole thing. It was pulled off. Hold on.
That's what he was saying. That was the question.
All right, IKF walk. Now we're going. Got a man on.
Was it Alvarez the outfielder for Detroit?
We don't move, huh?
Was it Alvarez? I'm still thinking of that left fielder for when Detroit won the World Series.
I didn't answer you because I have no idea. I let that one fly. I just kept it moving with the game. I have no idea, dude.
He reminds me of Nelson Cruz. You know, goes in every single year. Everyone thinks he's done. Still put up 25 home runs, 100 RBIs, or close to 100 RBIs.
All right, Benintendi, you're right. Benintendi's pinch hitting. Let's go. Now, they went out there and spoke to the lefty specialist here, Cabrera. He's got a cool name, Genesis Cabrera. That's a really cool name.
You know, one of his parents was on peyote.
Look, the Brewers and the Cardinals. That was funny. The Brewers and the Cardinals are tied, man, right now. Benintendi hit a 2-run homer. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna go.
Let's go.
Not that I'm going out on the limb, but I don't think anybody wants to face the Mets in the playoffs.
I agree. Pardon the interruption. Like Wilbon and them, they were saying he's not even a Met fan, but he was saying that pitching staff. We can talk about the Dodgers and everybody else, but when you're coming out with DeGrom and then they're talking about what the Braves had to do. This was a couple days ago. They said they need to win games before they get the Scherzer and DeGrom is what they need to do because they're not winning those games. Like you're not winning those games.
Yeah.
Come on, Benintendi, let's go. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Nobody works counts anymore. He swings a pitch and freaking flew out the short.
Man, you know what? People sleep on Acuna. He got a cannon, man. And he cuts the ball off so well.
He said, watch it. You know, when we had 2 hits, Kyle had Higgy, of all people, had one of the 2 hits. All right, let's see here. It was a meatball down the middle, Lockhart. Let's see. Godini said, I know for sure, Lou, you were basically talking crap about Yankee fans last year and when we were 500 and you guys were in first place and that hit the biggest collapse in history.
No,
what about the Mets
that wasn't the
year?
biggest collapse. That wasn't the biggest collapse.
No, it wasn't the biggest collapse.
Because we owned the biggest collapse a couple of years before that.
Your Mets collapse last year wasn't as big as the one a couple of years before that. Yeah, that was
exactly. So that's so let me what's the word I'm looking for? Let me correct you on that one. But yes, we were the first team in baseball to be in first place over 130 days and not win the division.
And not even in the playoffs.
At the playoffs. And yes, I was one of the people talking a lot of smack. And I had to eat all my words. But I own it. Yep. I own it.
Hey, that's what we do. Look, the Yankees still have the best record in the American League. They were 14-15 in July. They started out August losing 2 out of 3 to Seattle, and then losing to the Cardinals last night. It's still, I mean, they're still in this one, and they're still leading the American League
because they're feeding on bottom feeders right now. The beginning of the year. Remember, Toronto just started playing good. You know, Baltimore just started.
Toronto's
playing
always
good.
Middle of the road.
No, but seriously, but they're playing a little bit better. So they fed off the East. Boston, look at Boston. So they padded
behind the Orioles. They're behind.
Yeah,
I think before today, anyway. I think they're 3 in the loss column. 3 in the loss column behind Baltimore. Baltimore's been playing pretty good baseball for once. Oh,
Philly, I think has the easiest schedule down the way. Yep, we got that.
What a catch!
Go!
What a catch! Wow.
Yo, the
general for the St. Louis Cardinals just ran up and made a front diving catch that was out of this world. That should have dropped in. What a catch. Arenado made an insane play earlier at third base. Full stretch dive to his right, got up from his knees and still threw it out at first. By the way, they showed a great stat on Arenado. As a third baseman in history, he's got 9 Gold Gloves. He's only 1 behind Schmidt for the second, and he's only about 5 behind Brooks Robinson. Was like 13. That's it. He's third all time.
Schmidt was Cincinnati?
Mike Schmidt, Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's only 1 behind Ty. That's all time. He's third all time.
I told you. He's a monster.
He is. A lot of people never heard of him because he played for the Rockies, man. They never paid attention.
No, they did.
He's only behind Brooks Robinson and Mike Schmidt, and he can easily break those records.
What happened was that he people thought his numbers were ballooned up because he played in Colorado, and rightfully so.
Of course, even though Mike Hampton wanted to pitch there.
Yeah,
come on, DJ. Look at this crap. They cannot move runners on the bases, man. You know how we moved the runner from first to second earlier? Wild pitch. That's how we move runners. We wait on wild pitch.
They don't play small ball. And that's what's going to hurt the Yankees in the playoffs. While the
Houdini
Mets
said, all right, here you go. Yeah, you need to get your chat up, bro, but I'll read it. He said, the Mets bottom feeders, you guys have two of the worst teams in baseball in your division, and no one in the Yankees division is 5 games below 500.
Who? Name the two teams. Oh, the Nationals. Yeah, I'm sorry. The Nationals and the Marlins. You're right. Yeah. I'm sorry.
He said our division, he's right. Our division, everybody, I think the Red Sox are slightly below 500, right? No one's 5 games below 500. The American League, the Baltimore Orioles, I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually happy they're playing like really good baseball right now. It's just nice to see. It's just nice to see when the bottom team starts playing well. Their center fielder, Cedric Mullins, is freaking nasty, man. That dude is nice, and he's stuck on that team.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lockport, that catch was incredible. You saw that, bro? That catch was amazing. The Cardinals have been making some incredible defensive plays tonight.
What about the dude that robbed Pete Alonso in the first inning out of a home run yesterday?
I saw that. I was actually, like I said, I was watching that before the Yankee game came on. That was insane. That was insane, man. Like, there's some really good ball going on.
Mm-hmm.
When the Yankees scored that 8-run inning against the Royals last week, it's because the Royals can't in one play field a ground ball and make an accurate throw to first base. There was 6 of those 8 runs were unearned. They were walking batters in. There was multiple errors in the infield. And that's why we came back and won.
Houdini, I'm going to tell you this. See, we got Atlanta that's been on our behinds, starting maybe July, they went on a 14-game winning streak. They brought it down to 1.5 games, and we went to Atlanta and took 2 out of 3. But when you have a good team like this that's on your heels, when you go into the playoffs, all those games that you were trying to keep Atlanta off, those are playoff caliber games, because if you lose, you're going to lose ground, and that's going to hurt you. Right now, the Yankees have a wonderful lead. They earned it. So, but when you get into the playoffs and you don't really have adversity and you're not facing adversity and you face it for the first time, that's like a punch in the face.
Well, my gripe with the Yankees has been the playoffs, not the regular season. This August right now is – here we go. Pujols against Chapman. Here we go. This is like the greatest closer of his era. Versus Pujols, I mean, a legendary freaking batter.
We just ran a squeeze bunt right now.
Wow. Yankees would never.
That's what I'm saying. We find ways of scratching runs out.
Well, that's why the Rays always had made the World Series, because they scratch out runs. Well, come on, Chapman, just have a solid inning, man. If Chapman can get back to form, he could be the setup guy for Holmes.
The last year that Boston won, they stole bases. Every time they got on first base, they were stealing bases. The Royals, same thing. Every time they got somebody on, they stole bases. They manufacture runs, and that's why they won. Houston, they manufacture runs.
They do.
When you're in the
playoffs this season in 61 games. Sorry to cut you off. I just looked at the stat. At his age, he's hitting .323 against lefties this season. Pujols in 61 games. Wow.
He's a hitting machine.
Wow. I didn't know it was that high. Speaking of another one that he's fighting Father Time.
But yeah. Oh, man.
You called it, Lockport. You called it, brother. Chapman versus Pujols. You called it, brother. I'll read it in a second, Gardini. I want to get through this at bat, and I'll read your comment to Lou for you, man. I want to get through this at bat. Oh, come on. I mean, Pujols, it's like he was on the. It's just amazing that the Angels just never do anything with with the teams they had, including having him on there. It's amazing. Who else can hit 7 solo home runs and lose? And still lose.
They had Tommy. They had
Trout.
Pujols, right? And then they had what's the dude? Trout. And still didn't make the playoffs.
2-2, 3-2. Bring the heat, Chapman. Bring the heat. Stop throwing the sliders, man. Bring the heat. It's still only 1-0. We got the top of the 9th left. I mean, we're still in it. As pathetic as they've been hitting tonight, they're still in it. Come on. Oh, come on. He didn't bring the heat. He walked him. Come on, man. You got to bring the heat.
I think something's wrong with him.
All right, let's see.
Come on, 2 split fingers fastballs when you can bring it up to 100 miles an hour on a man that's on his last legs.
It's true, man. I don't know why he didn't bring the heater. He didn't. He said basically, bro, basically what Gardini's saying is the National League right now, the Yankees don't have the luxury basically of facing teams like the Nats, Marlins, Pirates, Reds, Cubs, Diamondbacks, Rockies. Worst teams are in the National League. Most heavy, most top heavy. They have the National League has the worst teams in baseball. Basically, hold on, still continues. We literally just have the Angels, Royals, A's, and Tigers to deal with. And the difference is the whole division could beat anyone when you guys have 3 to 4 free wins per series against them. Whew, that was a long one. Come on, he's stealing. You got it. They picked them off.
We also, the National League also has the best 4 teams in baseball.
Picked them off.
You heard, John?
What?
We also have the 4 best teams in baseball, too.
I'm sure he'll respond to that.
Oh, I just said, we also have the best 4 teams in baseball.
Yeah, everybody's test is going to come now. This month, next month in the playoffs, that's where it all comes together. The Yankees have the Mariners next, then the Red Sox, then the Jays, the Rays, and the Mets. Like, that's a rough month.
Houdini, why do you think the Yankees made so many moves before the trade deadline? You know why? They had too many holes to plug.
Come on.
Look, and I'm not knocking the Yankees. I promise you. Ask John, I don't knock the Yankees. I knock Yankee fans, yes, but not the Yankees.
I'm leaving that discussion between you two, man. That's why I said when you get your chat up, Gardini,
I will tell them Monday.
That's
Monday.
between you guys, man. That's why I'm watching Chapman right now. You're gonna have your chat next week anyway. You said, right? So
yes, I'll be up next week.
I'm sure you two will have plenty to talk about.
Come on, baby.
What are you guys now? You still leading? 4?
6-1. We scratched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chapman, Lockport, you're right, dude. He's only hitting 97. I know. I just feel like you still got to have him.
I told you there's something wrong with him. Either confidence, mechanics, injuries, something's wrong with him. Because when
only
you see
hitting
him throw the
97
fastball,
it's scary. It's not you used to seeing Chapman hit 97.
And that makes him average.
He's had a rough time, man. Oh, no. Oh, okay. That was a solid crack in the bat, but we're good. We're good. Like, how does Benintendi sit and you start Aaron Hicks, who's over at the start of the game? Aaron Hicks is over 29, and you got Benintendi now. You're like, why even bothering with this dude? Hicks is pathetic. Now he's over 31, I think. Anybody new in the room, like button, subscribe, and bell notice, please. Keep the chat room going for 1,000 subs. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's inevitable using the basement mentality.
And Houdini, the only 2 teams I can tell you that embarrassed us was San Diego I think they took 2 out of 3 from us. And Houston, wow, I think they won all 4 games.
They did.
But besides
Houston won
that,
all 4.
yeah, look at the team that you're playing right now. St. Louis, we beat. I think they only won 1 or 2 games from us.
St. Louis is tough.
Yeah,
Yep. They're a tough team.
look
They're
at that
tied with
lineup.
the Brewers. Everybody forgets about the Brewers, man. They're tied with the Brewers right now. That's another race going on. How about the Padres? They got smacked around by the Dodgers yesterday. Wow.
And
8-1.
Tatis is starting his rehab games today.
I know, but still, that's one player. Like, it's almost like the Dodgers were like, "Hey, you got sort of, you know what? We're still the Dodgers." Okay, they beat them 8-1. They made a statement on that one, man.
Good pitching. I'm telling you, that's why nobody's going to want to face the Mets. Good pitching always.
And you know what's
shuts out
funny? I
good
brought
hitting.
that. I know I brought that up earlier, and the only team to defy that was the Braves. Like the Yankees, when they went in '99, yeah, we had El Duque and Andy Pettit, Clemens and Dave, Cone. We had some solid pitches, but it's like you had Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox, Tim Woolers was even a great closer. Their pitchers were no doubter Hall of Famers, and our pitchers were solid big game pitchers. You know what I mean? Like Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox, unfortunately, is the one team. They're like the Rays, defy all the odds with their little roster. They still make the playoffs in the World Series and stuff. Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox defy the great pitching beats great hitting because they only won 1 World Series. They should have been multiple rings on that team. Like
That's how I don't. They say the team of the '90s.
How they say the Braves are the team of the '90s is beyond me. Especially when you've won as many World Series as the Twins won in the '90s, and Toronto has 2, and the Yankees have 4. They made the most World Series. They made the most playoff appearances, I guess, but it's about winning.
They're like the Bills of the early '90s.
Lockport, it's time. Top of the 9th. It's time. We're still in this game. We're 1 swing away from taking the tying or taking the lead. We're still in this thing. It's freaking pathetic that Jordan Montgomery threw a 2-hitter against us after he couldn't get out of the first inning against the Mets, and then his other one was against the Royals. His last 2 outings was pathetic, and the Mets are. It's one thing to lose the Mets batting order. It's another thing that the Royals, end up knocking you around. It's really ridiculous. And this guy comes out today and throws a 2-hitter. Like Scherzer couldn't have thrown a better game today than what he did. That's what it looked like. No one could hit him. Higgy, of all people, was one of those 2 hits. Higgy. And DJ was the other, which is almost expected.
Houdini, I got another one for you. Last time we played you, it was Scherzer and Walker. Next time we play you, it'll be DeGrom and Max Scherzer.
What was that? I was watching something.
The first time we played the Yankees, it was Walker and Scherzer. This time it'll be Jacob and Scherzer.
If they line it up that way, well, then we'll see. We'll see what happens. We should have Stanton back by then. Rizzo will be back. We'll see. It's going to be a great series.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a great series. Hopefully, Cole will eventually get back to his ace status that he should be doing. This Field of Dreams game was a great game last year, but the Cubs and the Reds is not that thrilling of a matchup.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. The game last year, the Yankees and the White Sox and a walk-off home run, the whole setting, the whole game was phenomenal, man.
Oh, the intro. Remember the intro?
With,
when they came out of they came out of the cornfield?
Right.
That was awesome.
Now it's like the Cubs and the Reds, how do you have that game? Like, it should be 2 other major teams doing that. Boston, somebody. I know they're not in first place, but still, you know what I mean? It's just more, it's weird.
Yeah, have like
Aaron
LA
Judge yourself. You need the home run right now. Let's go. At 2, 3, and 4, let's go. Judge set it off with a leadoff home run. That would be great. Let's go.
Dude, our general manager is looking like Einstein right now, bro. $343 home run. Let's go, man. Come on.
Man, let's go. Come on. Come on. He's kind of staying away. We get geared up here, man. Come on. The team just seems a little lifeless lately, man, but we can change that right now. We can't keep losing these games. Let's go.
Are you guys going to face Steven Matz?
I don't know who's pitching for them tomorrow because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I didn't look at tomorrow's game. I won't even be able to watch it. Oh, that was right over the middle of the plate. I thought he was going to lift that one. Thought he was going to lift it. Yeah, down and away is where they get him. But come on, come on.
Yep, sliders.
Well, that's what Smoltz is saying. He would pitch him down and away as much as he could, man. You don't give him like this guy got away with throwing one inside. He almost, I mean, you just don't do that.
That's what Max Scherzer. Remember what he did to him?
Oh, that was foul. He's leaving these breaking balls right. They're going right in the middle of the plate, man. I'm telling you, he keeps playing around. He's playing with fire right now. Especially with a 1-0 lead.
You don't want to miss anything inside. I mean, inside or in the middle.
And that one landed like he just got under it a little. He was just a little early on that, man. Just, that's what Smoltz is saying. Like, this guy is playing with fire, bro. You're just like, dude, what are you doing? Come on, throw another one like that. You're never going to get away with that twice.
Oof. Trevor May looks, oh, man.
Oh, come on. That was way low. That wasn't just missed. The fans are freaking out. 3-2. He's going to walk them. Well, he can't walk them. They're down by a run. He can't walk them. They're only up. I mean, they're only up by 1 run. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, now they got to talk. Come on. It was like freezing the kicker. Let's go. It's exactly what it is.
I don't like that rule.
Yeah, Mikhailov, that's what we're going for. Judge is going to hit a home run right now. Let's do it. And he should have. He just missed one. One was right there for him. Yeah, Gardini, I'm waiting on Frankie Montas, man. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the game tomorrow. I won't be able to see him pitch. But if that guy could be money for us, man. That'd be the two we got to put out there. And Cortez. If Montas can come through, man, that would be a good way to go, man. That'd be a good front three right there. Good front three. I think Montas is going to be fine. He's had a 2.9 ERA since May. His 4-9 record or 4-8, who cares? I mean, he played for the A's. So let's see what he does tomorrow. And like I said, I'm going to have to see the highlights. I'm going to miss the whole thing. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be a – come on. This is back. Finally, so another person's working freaking pitch count. Let's go. I want to see this dude make a mistake and throw another one like he just missed that. I mean, it was way foul, but you know what I mean. He's just a little early on it. Come on, Judge. Oh, it stayed in the park. Oh, way in the park.
Put it in the books.
That's one. Damn. The crack of the bat, I was hoping for a little bit more than we just got. Man. You know what's funny? The pitcher, Gallegos, with like the crack of the bat sound like it was going to be gone. The pitcher Gallegos kind of went to like one knee and turned around, like, you know, like, don't let that be gone. It wasn't even at the warning track.
Dude, I think it was like 30 games over 500, they said, something like that.
Huh?
Like the Mets are like 30 games over 500, some ridiculous number.
Yeah, I think they were the first to 50 wins this year in the National League, too.
Dude.
Come on, Donaldson. Let's go.
We're slapping Atlanta. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for yesterday's mishap in the first 2 innings,
You
and we
almost
came
came
this close
back.
to coming back. Yeah. Oh, look at Buck. I love Buck. They be messing with that man.
They said Buck is a Dusty Baker, man. 2 old school managers that still bring it strong, man. They know how to handle situations, man. They do. I'll take either one of them on the Yankees. Either one.
Pete went 3 for 4, 1 RBIs in this series against Atlanta, where it counts. He's 6 for 14, batting .429 with 3 RBIs.
Who's that, Alonso?
Alonso.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't hear who it was. I just assumed that's who it was because that dude, Alonso, that guy's a monster, man.
Yep, we're 69 and 39, brother. We just moved up the lead to 5.5 games, 5.5.
Come on, DJ. DJ Donaldson. Let's go. They're showing DJ Donaldson. He's got to do something, man. Let's go. 3-0. It's 3-0, 1 out. Come on. Come on.
Lindor's been on fire.
Yeah, I know he's been, dude. Like I said, he should have been in the All-Star game. Come on. Can't believe that. How do you look at that? How do you look at that, man? Well, it was 3-0. I
was going to say that he's trying to get on base. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3-0. I'll take that back. You watching it now?
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah. Like I said, man, I'll take that back. He's trying to get on.
And that was a good curveball, too.
It was.
That was a real.
Hey, now it's full count. That's the way you do it. The curveball right to the heater, man. Now you got him guessing. Got Torres and then Matt. How fitting would it be if they can get on and Carpenter of all people hits the shot that puts him ahead, man?
You guys won yesterday or you lost yesterday?
Cortez was throwing a one-hitter forever, and then our bullpen gladly just ruined that for him. We lost 3-2.
I told you at the beginning of the series, I said, watch out for St. Louis. They're a tough cookie.
Come on. Now, how do you look at that? How do you look at that? Now I will say it. I'll bring it right back, man. How do you look at that right down the pipe, man?
Oh.
Come on. How do you look at that? What are you, Beltran?
Yeah.
How do you look at that?
Well, see, that was a fastball. Beltran was a curveball.
I know it was. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I throwing that in there, dude. How do you look at that with 3-2 and you're down by a freaking run?
That you have to swing.
That's right, Henry. Amen. Player will always respect the coach that's been around a long time. Yep, Buck's real with the players. You're right, Henry. Lockport, I don't know how you look at that, dude. That was insane. How do you look at that? 2 strike? How do you look at that?
Yeah, you don't. You swing no matter what.
He's been great in the field for us, but his bats have come on, get to Matt Carpenter. How fitting would it be for Carpenter to come up with runners on? They give him a standing ovation at the opening, his first at bat. They always give him and he should get a standing ovation there.
That's like Derek Jeter's last game.
Yo, speaking of what he is swinging at, what is Gleyber swinging at? These balls are in the dirt, man. They're not. Come on. Dude, this guy doesn't have to throw a strike. He can throw it 10 feet off the plate and he'll swing at it.
That's another thing, Houdini, that you might not know because I don't know if you watch the Mets a lot. By the time the first or third inning is up, the opposing pitcher is probably up to 40 pitches.
Oh, yeah, Rick, good thing. Yeah, you're right, man. Rick, good thing you are at a party. Rick, I'll put it to you this way, brother. Remember that Royals game last Thursday, the snooze fest? The Jordan Montgomery threw a 2-hitter against us, man. 2 hits, and we didn't do much when the bullpen came in. You're right. You're lucky you're at a party, bro. He said lucky he's at a party. You are. You're missing what you saw last week, brother.
Which is not much.
Yeah, how does Boone have Donaldson batting third to begin with anyway? It makes no sense, man. None. Guys hitting we've been screaming about this all day. Come on, Glaber. Get Matt Carpenter up there. Get on base. It's 0-2, 2 outs. And he struck. Oh, no, he fouled it. He fouled it. He fouled it. Yeah, Rick, it's unbelievable. Jordan Montgomery threw a freaking 2-hitter against us, man. And Higgy's one of the ones that got the hit. He got one of the 2. It's unbelievable, man. And Herman actually pitched well today. Go figure. Herman actually pitched well. We got to give him some credit today. He actually pitched well. So, Rick, I'm just catching you up, buddy, but I'm catching you up, and your opening statement was correct. Good thing you're at a party. Unless we do something here. Come on. Glaber swung at everything in the freaking dirt. Everything was in the dirt. Unbelievable that Montgomery put us to shame. The Yankees have no fire lately. Anybody new in this room, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notice, and the like button. We are fans speaking to fans. We talk about everything in here. You can even have a little back and forth fun smack talk. It's all good because everybody knows Lou is a Met fan. So it's fun to have, friendly back and forths, and that's all good. But the Yankees were disgraceful to let Jordan Montgomery throw a 2-hitter against us when he couldn't even beat the Royals in his last start. So that's what we do here this week.
Wow, a 2-hitter. They
didn't show up, Rick. They didn't show up. And by the way, Rick, when the bullpen continued the 2-hitter, so it wasn't Montgomery. It went right through to the end. 2 hits. 2 freaking hits.
I told you guys, St. Louis is no joke. I told you this on Thursday.
Bro, we've had rough time since the start of July. 14 and 15 for the month of July. We dropped 2 out of 3 to Seattle. Now we lost the first 2 to St. Louis. Now we got to play Seattle again coming up. Hopefully Frankie Montas tomorrow. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the bad luck guy this week. Maybe when I'm not here tomorrow, they'll win big and the bats will be hitting hard. That'll be great. That's what'll happen. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the bad luck guy this week. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'll be back here Monday night. I will not be here tomorrow. I appreciate everybody that comes to this room. You guys are the ones that make this channel. You guys make this channel. But you make us look forward to being here. You make us look forward to doing this with you guys. It's like just a group of friends just watching the game together. So again, I'm Johnny Basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. We're working our way to 1,000 subs. Thank you to each and every one of you. I will see you all Monday night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. We are out. I'll give you a shout.